I don't like
Thanks.
me either.
YouTube has thought about it, and I think it's up. Just waiting for it to show up. Alright, yeah, YouTube's up. Everything is running.
No worries then. Oh, that's loud. Oh well, we'll leave it loud.
Let me tell you a story, one that's just begun. The tale of the Obsidian Dawn, of battles yet to be won. Their fate is unwritten, their journey awaits. The bear is strong as a mountain, his fury carved in stone and snow, scarred by steel and shaped by war. He roars and rises one time more. Moonlight shines from his sword, a relic of battles fought ages ago. With every battle fought and won, he searches for his lost beloved one. The angel raised in worn down halls, lineage unknown. He seeks the truth that's yet to be shown. Storm runs through his veins, a power yet to be fully known. His brother's flames consume the halls, burning away the life they once had. He never taught you his rights, there must be magic in your blood. The dragon with little knowledge and a hunger for change roams the woods, carefree as the breeze. In shining plate, a simple soul, but brave as he guards the front. Always getting into things he shouldn't, causing chaos wherever he goes. The mysterious warrior of the sun, his blade strikes true, no evil shall stand. His light cuts through, his faith a fire, no darkness can hold. His past untold, his story yet to unfold. Stories far from over, its end yet to be known. In every battle, every step, their legacy will be grown. Through fire and shadows, they carve their name. The Obsidian Dawn, forever in
All right. We are live, correct?
Yep.
All right. Hello and welcome back to the Legends of Arcwyn. We are on. I think we're on episode 20. Are we on episode 20?
We are indeed an
I think
episode
so.
20.
Yes.
That's a lot of episodes, man.
Yeah.
That's a lot of episodes, I will say. All right, nice. A quick recap. In the last session, you guys left the town of Braymore with the company of Ragnesi. Sorry, Ragnesi. Because apparently Ragnesi is naughty. Isengard, who you had rescued from magical madness. You made your way through. You made your way north, heading to the City of Caerwyn, where you stumbled across a bandit camp in the middle of Darkwood Gaze. You guys, through a series of bad choices and horrible rolling, nearly died, and are currently struggling for life as a member of the bandit camp has begun to flee, or so you think, and you guys are attempting to regroup, recoup, and think your life choices after what just happened. All right. What would you guys like to do?
As we sit here in the chaos, Cassian is going to blow his last 2 spell slots to cast Cure Wounds, one on himself and the other on Ivor.
Alright.
When I find my dice for that, these 2.
And I'll go over do a cure wounds on Drakmir.
Oh, those are both very good rolls. So Ivar is going to get 11 hit points. Cassian's going to get 10.
Alright, you guys heal up a bit. Get some health back in you, as the kids
Drakmir
say.
heals 15.
Sweet.
Mechanically, this is not going to help us, but
No.
it is indeed what we would
You guys need some hit points, man.
Oh, even if we don't do another fight, that is what Cassian would have done, because we are bleeding, fucked up, and just bruised.
Yeah, you guys kind of like got murderized by those guys, huh?
Really?
Alright.
Having staggered over to these
Okay,
2,
you guys have begun to heal yourselves a little bit.
Did you guys end up catching the one fleeing?
Orion did not
Wait,
see
oh,
that. He was
You're
fucking
right.
dead.
Orion
Sorry.
and Cassian did not know about them fleeing.
Oh, Cassian also didn't. Okay.
Orion was
Cassian-
too busy dying.
Yeah, Cassian knew they were fighting the archer, but the archer took Cassian out before they started running.
Yes, this is correct. Alright. Wouldn't it be great if you had a cleric or something that had prayer of healing?
Oh my god!
What?
I was like, while everyone was trying to sort out their cure wounds, I was like, oh, I'll try and make this old woman token for him. It gave her a beard.
That's perfect.
I have given up now. I have given up.
Why does it like beards so much?
I don't know. Do you want the
It might be
image?
because you
It's
had
so
a previous
funny.
input where you asked for facial hair, so now it's trying to hold that previous input. with
It'll
everything
only
else.
generate what I'm currently asking. It will not generate
Okay,
depending
I got
on
no idea
previous
then.
options. I will.
All right. What would you guys like to
I
do?
was like, when Chase is done, Cassian's gonna talk to Ivor, having just healed him. Is that all of them?
Sorry, Caleb's laughter. Yeah, it's not great, is it?
That's an old man, not an old lady.
That is not a lady. Something.
Wow.
That's, your job is safe.
Wow!
All right,
Yeah.
continue. Cassian's talking to Ivor.
Is that all of them?
One's managed to get away. Made it over to behind that carriage.
Do you think they're still?
Don't know if she's fleed
So
or if she's still there.
she may still be a threat then.
Very much.
Should we check the tents to make sure there's no one else here?
Hey, before we start, we need to make sure there's nothing else. I don't think any of us are gonna survive another drawn-out fight.
Agreed.
Cassian's gonna head off to start checking tents, make sure that we are indeed alone and there is no one lurking around.
Drakmir didn't want to continue at all. You contribute at all?
Nah.
When there's options, Kaylin, it would be nice if you tried to join in on some of the roleplay? You don't have to if you don't want to, but it would be nice.
Alrighty,
All right.
I'm
Investigation check, please.
Yeah, as I've already rolled that for you, and I'm starting the session off with a solid 8.
A solid 8. All right, nice.
High roller here.
They're definitely tents. Couple empty
rolled a-
bedrolls inside. Yeah.
You know,
I rolled a 17.
I didn't ask you for a roll.
I said I was also doing it, so I assumed I would also roll.
Is that so? Alright. Where are you looking? What are you looking
I'm
at?
currently over this side because he
Alright.
went that way.
All the tents
Oh.
over here are empty.
Okay.
Yes. Strewn about
Nothing
what you'd
obvious.
expect at a bandit camp.
Can I trudge up this way, around this way of the carriage rather than that way? And see if I
Yep.
can't spot her, or if I can't see any tracks.
Okay, roll me an investigation to start with.
Would it be survival?
No,
Survival for tracks.
because he's looking for her as well.
Would I be able to hear her moving around as I come up?
Well, that would be perception.
Well,
But just as an overarching
Oh, shit.
roll, I'm going to ask you to roll me, please.
yeah.
Investigation.
I need dice.
You don't have dice? We're playing D&D.
Yeah, I was also generating an old woman with a beard.
Yeah, well, that's your fault, not mine. Alright, I'll roll for you. Natural
my
one.
dice.
You sure you don't want my roll?
No, I'm good, man.
No, we
you
can't
sure?
have Ivar rolling that ones. He's the only fucker here that rolls well.
He kind of is. Oh, actually, Orion rolls really well.
Sometimes.
That's an 18.
An 18.
Yes.
Surprisingly, there are no tracks. However, during your searching around, you find a small locked chest within one of the caravans.
Okay. But she's more or less vanished.
She is more or less gone. You do not know what happened to her.
Not in the carriage, not anything.
No. There doesn't even appear to be footprints.
That's bad news.
This music's kind of like, it feels like an earworm.
It feels like an earworm.
Once Cassian's finished clearing these tents, he'd go back and probably check the bodies. Any, like, gold, just anything useful.
All right. Roll me an investigation check.
Oh, that is infinitely better than what I rolled before. That is an 18.
An 18. So you find, please write this down, from the bodies, 300 gold in coin purses, 150 gold worth of bloodstones. You find a short sword that looks to be of very good quality, so a +1 short sword. You find a poisoner's kit and 2 vials of basic poison. You find 3 potions of healing. And you also find on the captain the ring, a signet ring. Signet, is that the right word?
If it, like,
I think it is.
Like a noble's ring.
Yes, a signet ring of a noble house.
Do I recognize the house?
Please roll me a history check. And you will have advantage on this roll due to your noble background.
Advantage ain't gonna help me. History, it's an 18.
Oh, an 18. Stroke, okay. You don't recognize the house itself. However, you do recognize that it is not a house of Marindor. The house in which the ring belongs to is... You rummage through your memory. Where have you seen this before? And you recall a meeting your family did in which you traveled to Arkanthos. This is a signet ring of a noble house of Arkanthos.
This is
You do not know the family.
Very good or very poor for us.
So please add that to your inventory as well.
Yep.
One.
And then following that, if nobody else has moved on, Cassian would then go looking for provisions, food, anything, considering we have nothing other than what Ivar hunted.
Yeah, with your 18, you find that they've got enough stuff that you'll be able to stock your cart, at least for half a week's journey.
Half a week of supplies. Wonderful. Meanwhile, nobody else is doing anything.
No, apparently not.
Uh,
Drachmir, what are you up to?
Just looking around, make sure there's nothing dangerous.
You want to look anywhere in particular? Anything particular you're looking for?
Not really anything in particular, no.
Got him. No worries. Okay, so you've got all that stuff that you just found from the bodies. Ivar has also found a lockbox, or like a chest, a locked chest.
Yeah.
What would you guys like to do?
now that we have time, does it look like this camp was taken over, or does it look like they were attacked? With how it's
What?
He's
everything.
reading into the map too much. He's
Yeah,
seen this
okay.
a little bit. This
I
is
wasn't
just,
sure,
yeah,
because
just
there's
leftover wood
broken
bits,
stuff
whatever,
everywhere.
where they're still building up walls, whatever else.
Okay.
Yeah, don't read into it too much. It's very much a fortification that looks to have been built by this group.
Yeah.
Like, this music's a little bit happy, isn't it?
As we all gather back together, Cassian's going to divide the gold up in the coin purses. We've got a little bit of gold off the bandits, so here should be about 75 each. He's going to throw us a coin purse with 75 gold into to everyone.
Yep.
75?
Yeah, and then on top of that, we've got some bloodstones. I'll have to try and sell them at the next town. I've got a decent short sword here. I don't know if that's something that anybody here uses. Might be better off trying to sell it. And then I've got a poisonous kit and some vials of poison, if that tickles anyone's fancy. And we got some potions of healing. I've only got 3 of them though, so I don't know whether Orion wants one or we throw them across the 3 of us that tend to get our asses kicked.
Who... Does
Sounds
anyone
good.
already have potions, or...
I think we might be out.
Okay.
I've got a locked box here. Found it in the carriage while I was looking for the archer.
It's not enchanted, is it?
I kinda doubt it. It's not enchanted, is it?
Roll an Arcana check.
Cool. I don't even remember what my natural arcana is. It is a 14.
It's a chest. Doesn't
Yeah,
look
that's
like
what I
anything
thought.
magical about it.
What a stupid question, Ken.
I don't know. They could have stole it.
Obviously.
Would have been funnier if we all assumed it wasn't enchanted and it was.
I don't suppose anyone has any experience with thieves' tools.
If
Picking
it's not
locks.
enchanted, you can try and break the lock off.
You guys really need to pick up some thieves' tools in the next town. That's all I'm saying.
And potentially damage the contents.
I meant just aim for the lock. Yeah.
Oh, Orion can do that. He rolls poorly and smashes it, not my problem.
True.
All right, roll me a acrobatics check. Athletics, sorry, not acrobatics.
What?
Ryan, roll me athletics.
Why am I... What? Why am I rolling athletics?
Open the chest.
I was just
See if you
saying
can
it
smash
out
the
loud
lock
to
off.
them. Sure. Oh. Is... Oh, it's both 2 anyway. That's a 19.
You grab your mace,
Yep.
swing hard as you can. Sparks go flying. The lock remains latched.
Damn!
That's a fairly strong lock there.
Damn.
Yeah, so
Well-
unless someone wants to pass them on, Ivar and Drachmir got the other 2 healing potions.
Alright.
Sweet. So nobody's interested in this poisonous kit?
I'll take it if you want.
Yeah.
Just pass the poison kit to Ivar. I'll give him the 2 vials of poison as well. And the only other thing I've got is one of them had a signet ring. I don't recognize the house per se, but I've seen it before. My family's had dealings with it in the past. I believe they're from Arkansas.
Yeah.
Whether we're dealing with a rogue member of a noble house or just they stole it, I couldn't tell you, but we'll hold on to it. See if we can't turn up a lead on it some other time. We might be having to travel into country soon anyway.
Yeah. If nothing else is here, we should probably head back to the cart and continue through.
It's probably a good idea. Someone.
Are you leaving the lockbox?
What?
Are you leaving the locked box?
I assume we would just take it with us.
Yeah.
if
Nobody
we
else wants
can't
to give it a
find
shot?
open.
It's not worth dulling my blade on it.
You have a magical blade.
Yeah.
Oh, fine.
Magical items are almost impossible to damage.
Fine, I'll take a swing at it.
A swing, or are you trying to like bash it open?
I want to knock it open.
Okay, roll me an athletics check. You grab the hilt of your blade, smash as hard as you can onto the lock. Doesn't budge. Smash it again. You hear like the beginnings of a crack, and you go for one final smash down as you bring the pommel of your weapon in, and the lock snaps open. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
Your wrists begin to burn as you feel something moving underneath your skin.
14?
And you feel the unraveling of another link of chain. 14. Oof.
Yeah.
You're going to take 3 force damage.
Ouch.
If you wish, you could try and play it off as the chest fighting back, but the other 3 can tell you're in pain.
I could try and play it off, I guess.
Alright, roll me a performance check.
This is not gonna go well. That is a flat 8.
Yeah, they all sort of can, like, see through that pretty well. Even Drakmir has, like, a passive insight of 14, so... Yeah, they're all able to tell. Something's happening, but, you know, you're in pain. Could be from the chest, could be from something else. Within the chest, you find 300 gold worth of silver bars.
Whoa.
And a smooth stone.
Wait, can I have a look at the stone?
You can.
That's a good skimming stone.
You've got a monocle that might help you with that stone.
As
Yeah,
soon as
I was
you
getting there.
touch
How
it-
about stop talking over me? Holy crap.
As soon as you touch it, the flat side lights up arcane blue with runes
Oh.
engraved into it.
Can I read the runes?
No, you roll me Arcana.
And
It's a pretty high DC.
I want to identify it as well. Is it only equipment that's identified? I rolled really low. That was a 2.
Your Arcana, yeah. Ivar's not very flash with the magic stuff.
Okay, so the identification, is it only for equipment or is it for whatever?
It just lets you cast Identify once per short rest.
I do not know what
So you can
identify
cast Identify,
Okay.
and you can identify this stone as a sending stone.
Hey, I knew it. Yes, I'm proud to.
Uh,
Okay.
These stones come in pairs,
Usually.
and it allows you to cast the spell Sending. So it allows you to pass through a message of no more than 25 words through the stone to the other bearer of the other stone. And this is you can do this once daily.
But this is a single stone.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
Huh.
Which means somewhere there's another stone.
I'm gonna put this in the Obsidian Dawn.
Yeah.
That's just a link to essentially what I found. It's not on D&D Beyond, but I'm sure you'll be able to find it on D&D Beyond.
This is a sending stone. It doesn't have its pair though.
Oh?
You can send messages to the other side. But we don't know who the other recipient will be.
You think they stole it from the previous owner? Or is this a way to contact another group?
Both are viable options. Best not to meddle with it for now.
It also depends,
Let's get to town
Depends if that was their lockbox, whether they stole it from someone. It could be a third party that we don't know about.
I say we get to town before we even decide meddling with it.
Hey,
There's no way of them tracking it down, right?
I mean, there's always magic.
I don't know.
Okay.
We're running into more and more magic as we're going. It's best to err on the side of caution.
Yeah.
I don't exactly know what mages are capable of.
I guess that's fair.
Let's take our spoils back to the car. And let's get through here.
Hey, just get someone to give me a hand then. I've got to find some supplies around here. Should tide us for about half a week. Should load them up onto the cart.
Just watch out for the bear traps.
All right. If we have a look back in Darkwood Gaze on the map... Oh, is this not the map we were using? What map were we using last time?
Doesn't matter.
The updated
Were
one.
we using just the general... Let's go to this one. Here we are. This is what we were using. You guys currently reside in here somewhere. Your horse and cart, or two horses. Can you remember their names?
Yep.
Abelard and Kelvin.
Abelard and Calvin, and your cart resides back here-ish. You guys are in here. You travel back, grab your horse and cart. Can I have an animal handling check? Please.
Drakmir, since they like you.
Sweet. Can I give them each a sugar cube first?
You can. Yes.
Sweet. Alright, I'll do that first.
They nearly bite your hand off in their excitement.
That's fine, I can take it.
Can you though? You don't have a lot of hit points at the moment.
It's unfortunate. You guys shouldn't have left it to me. That's a 5.
The horses saddle up to the cart.
My ankle's sweet.
And the cart begins to trudge along. Slowly through the forest, through the untamed path. You take it back to the bandit camp. Or what you presume to be a bandit camp. And load it up with some of the supplies that you found. The lockbox full of silver bars. And you begin traveling forwards. Alright.
Really?
I have no idea what time it was. I think it was around dusk.
It was dusk, yeah.
So, we'll say for the sake of remedy, you guys sleep in the bandit camp. You know, there's comfy beds there.
Sweet,
yep.
so little rest.
A bit of fortification. You guys will have a long rest.
We need it.
Nothing comes throughout the night. And in the morning, you guys wake to the gentle pitter-pattering of raindrops on your tops. Another autumn rain has begun. What would you guys like to do?
Let's get moving.
Alright.
Yeah.
Could I have a marching order, please?
Stick the same. Cassian will stick on one side of the cart.
I'll stick on the other.
Joe.
I'll be on the
Whatever,
reins.
He can be on the reins. Yes, that's a better idea.
Alright, animal handling, please, Orion. Perception, please, 2 on the sides.
Oh, hello, Captain.
Okay.
I don't know whether I like this dice or not.
That is a 10.
It's better than my 7.
Yeah, you guys walk through the forest. There's lots of trees, man.
I also got 10.
This.
That was
The horses are a bit more unfamiliar with Orion on the reins, having gotten used to Drakmir. They know him well enough, but they're not quite as eager to please.
From memory,
and-
I'm usually been on the reins.
I think Drakmir was on it through the forest last time, or he was walking with them or something.
He was walking
Um,
aside them from memory.
But with a 10 on your animal handling, the horses are going to go slower than they were previously. It will take you guys roughly a little bit after midday, so let's say mid-afternoon, to get out of Darkwood Gaze.
Okay.
By mid-afternoon, you guys reach the river. And it spans out in front of you. There is no bridge in sight.
How long is it?
The river is roughly 15 feet wide.
How deep? That's what we're wondering.
Roll me a perception check.
These are paths as well that Ivar said he's travelled before, yeah? These backwards or...
They're old mercenary tracks.
It's like at 12.
A 12, yeah. We'll say, for the sake of remedy, you walk, you take a stroll through the river just to see how deep it is. It goes a little bit above your knee, about to the middle of your thigh. Actually, you're quite a tall man, aren't you? You're like 6'6".
I'm
6'4".
6'4", yeah.
Yeah, maybe it goes a little bit above your knee.
Oh, so we can.
It's
could put the
flowing
cart through,
decently
yeah.
quickly.
It's not too deep. We can bring the cart through. We just need to bear in mind the horses and the goods.
Hey, Jizza, did you turn your mic up this time?
Yeah, turn it up a little bit.
Okay. Cool.
Just have to check it and see if it's enough.
Righto, no worries.
Someone help lead the horses through, and someone stay on the back, make sure nothing falls out.
I'll help lead the horses through.
I'll be
Alright.
on the back.
Drachme, roll me an animal handling.
That is a 14.
14. You get them down to the edge of the water from the riverbank. They don't really look like they want to go through.
Give you both another sugar cube once we get across.
Are you using speak with animals?
No, I'll just speak it out loud to them. I'm assuming. Oh no, they're probably.
Might be better than
You do have speak with animals.
Yeah, no, I do. Yeah, I'll just do that. That's better.
It's a ritual,
Pretty
isn't it?
sure
It doesn't
that's-
take a spell slot.
It'll take him about 10 minutes.
That's fine, we can wait that.
If they're hesitating, should we be worried?
I think it's an actual spell, but that's alright.
They're horses, they're gonna be skittish to begin with.
Yeah, I'll do
You
that.
can ritual cast it, so you don't
I
use a
can?
spell slot.
Alright, so I'll do that.
I think so. Well, I'll give you it anyway.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Not
Should
that
be
you're
able-
realistically probably going to need spell slots. All right, we'll say you pat them gently on their manes for about 10 minutes, one in each hand,
Yeah.
and then you attempt to bribe them with sugar cubes.
Yes.
To which they nuzzle your hands further, understanding what you're saying, and being like, "Oh yeah, mate, I'd love a sugar cube, eh?"
Once we get across.
Oh, okay, mate. We can take the cart off. It's quite heavy.
Then how are we going to get the cart across? Someone has to be able to take the cart across, and you two are the strongest to be able to do it.
Oh, look, mate. 2 sugar cubes. We might call it even. He looks over at Abelard, and Abelard's just like, "Yeah, mate."
Alright, you got
That
three
didn't
strong
make any
people.
goddamn sense.
Well, I just turned into a full crackhead.
Abelard's always been
Crackheads.
quite a mad pony, war pony.
That did not make any goddamn sense.
Yeah, mate.
You want some sugar cubes?
All right, roll animal handling with advantage, Drachma.
So just roll again, or roll twice? It's like,
Roll it again with advantage.
yeah, so that's 17.
With a 17, the horse trudges through the water. Kelvin, Abelard alongside. They struggle to find their grip with the wet, loose river stones underfoot. But they manage to, and they keep on going, dragging the cart through the water. The water rises a bit of like halfway up the wheel of the cart.
Yeah.
Like the back wheel of the cart. All your stuff is out of the water, and
Very
they get
nice.
across safely.
Woo! We did this, gentlemen.
Once we get across, I do give them each 2 sugar cubes.
Oh yeah, thanks, mate. Hey,
No worries.
we'll do that again. You want us to go back?
No, not at this stage. Not at this stage.
Okay.
I'll
Hey,
let
look,
you know.
if you can
I'll let
talk to
know.
us, why don't you talk to us? Eh? You always just sort of like pull us around,
Yep.
grab our reins. You can always just ask.
Yeah.
Didn't one of them have a sophisticated voice last time?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that,
I
that
was
was that was
remembering.
Abelard before crack.
It's all the sugar. It's all the sugar that Abelard's on currently.
We can see how that works.
I'm gonna be honest. I had no idea if he'd talked to them before.
He's talked to
Now
them.
one of them's a king bee.
I've talked to them.
Yeah, I think you had, but that's all right. All right, you guys get through. You
Try to
continue
take
your
the
journey.
reins, apparently, you just tell them what
You
to do.
make it through to
Especially
the
if I
other
can
side of the forest, the Regal Fair Woods. Trudge along. I'll say you guys get. I'll give you two options. You could rest in the woods, or you could travel through the Regal Fair, extend your day's travel, get to Regal Fair, and spend the night in the town.
What do we think, gents? We have the supplies to camp in the woods, but it's not too safe.
Of course, extending your travel will require a Constitution saving throw for a point of exhaustion,
Yeah, let's stop here.
So we don't
which will then be wiped off by the fact of taking a long rest in Regal Fair.
The fact that he's given us the option.
Yeah, the
concerns
fact that
me.
he's giving us the option is, one, he's trying to mess with us, or two, he's got something planned. It is up to us to make that gamble.
Nah, I think it's funner to just rest where we are.
Depends if the horses are gonna make it if we push them that hard as well.
They've had fucking 3 sugar cubes today. They're good to go.
Oh yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are resting in the woods.
It's 1-4, and then no one else has to do anything yet.
I mean, I really don't care.
All right, you guys are resting in the woods.
I guess so.
Yeah.
You take your rest, set up camp, eat some food, yummy food. Lots of yummy stew from Drachmere. You know, that was left over. Didn't get touched too much. Drachmere digs back
Venison
in and goes, I
mushroom.
see why this didn't get touched too much. I need perception checks from, let's say, 2 of you on watch, please.
Sure, Cassian.
With
will take-
disadvantage, you're in the middle of a forest. At night.
Sure, Cassian will take one of them.
Right on.
Not with that dice.
I'll do the other.
Cassian and Drachmere.
It's not a good option.
Cocked,
Yep.
and that's still shit. 7.
You did better than me. I did 4.
You
Where
guys
that
struggle to
gamble
see
is
anything
good,
really.
bad.
You hear the odd ruminations of wolves in the distance. The forest noises fill the air around you. And you get through the night peacefully. Please complete a long rest, and we shall continue traveling.
On the road again.
You guys are on the road again. Travel for about an hour in the morning. You guys get to Regal Fair. If you do not wish to stop, we shall say that you just trudge on through the town and go into the Bellowed Breath Pass.
Do
We
we
get
have anything in Regal
provisions.
Fair?
We get
You have provisions still, yes.
So
We
we
get extra
would
provisions.
top up provisions we would need to make it to the next stop.
You would know from Regal Fair. It's roughly like just a full day's journey. You'll probably reach there by nightfall.
We'll be on a
Okay.
proper path, so it'll go quicker.
You'll be on a proper path, yes.
No, that's right. Do they have cheese? I want to try and see if I can find some cheese.
Roll me an investigation check.
Also, how much gold does people have?
I don't know.
15 for my investigation check.
Yeah,
You
they
got-
got some cheese, man.
We got like 600
Sweet.
or so, no? Oh,
We've got a
300
good,
Put that
we've
my
gold.
got,
first
we've got a
rules
bit,
collection.
and we've got a
Okay,
fair.
we
We
We've
have
got,
like a block of Gouda.
we've got a fair amount in unsold goods as well.
I
yeah.
was gonna say, should we buy some potions while we're in this village if they have them?
This is a farming village.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not happening.
And a
better
fishing
pushing, we'd
village.
be better pushing through.
Yeah.
You could go to Grey Castle. Grey Castle's definitely got.
Yeah, no,
Oh, yeah. Let's head right over
Yeah,
there.
we'll,
They
we'll just
seem good.
we'll give them Ivar's name and they'll let us straight through the front gate.
Yeah, with me in cuffs.
If we're with you, I think we would.
Hey, you
all
like
be
that,
in
don't you?
cuffs.
Now just say we're
Okay.
handing him over.
All right, you guys continue on through the Bellowed Breath Pass. You hear the odd
Just waterfall.
sound of a hammer hitting anvil far in the distance as the dragon back comes into view. the grade to black mountains. Why is Siri talking to me? Go away, Siri. Ashen peaks, stony, jagged, rough. And then to your east, beautiful beaches and waves. You trudge forward. The hammer meeting anvil stops. As you go past the river of the Bellowed Breath Pass, you hear the odd rumination of how Volibear created the first river. And then you continue through the Whisper Pine Woods.
Sure, we can't stop to go meet Orn.
He's somewhere in the mountains. Can I have some perception checks, please? We'll say the two on the side again.
Where's the dice? It's just not gonna like give me shit rolls. Sure, you.
Actually, I'd like a perception check from all of you, please.
13.
Make that a 12.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
3.
He sees
Orion.
the glimmer of a dragon in the distance.
As you travel through the woods, there is the faint sensation of crawling spiders running down your back.
Nope.
Goosebumps rise.
It sounds like you're punishing him for a nat 20.
You hear?
The guy with arachnophobia.
Would you like me to finish or not?
No, you go keep going.
Then please allow me to talk when I'm describing things. Okay?
Yes.
Good boy.
Don't do that.
You hear the faint buzzing of thousands of insects. You look around, searching through the woods. Your gaze stretches further than you thought possible. And you notice, nestled deep within the Whisper Pine Woods, a small wooden hut that draws your attention. It looks quite unassuming. You focus on it for a second. This is roughly 300. This is like where the Dragon's Back meets the Whisper Pine Woods. You have somehow managed to focus in on this little hut. A door opens slightly. Creaking, which you gently hear.
Pardon me.
The first thing you see is a gnarled wooden staff. As a brown-skinned Furbolg elk man steps out. His eyes reach yours as he locks your gaze. Oh. And his eyes seem to turn black, an inky void. Insects swirl around him. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Just Kane or all of us?
Just Kane.
Okay.
No.
Kane's gone
You
insane.
told me that it's bad to notice things.
He's punishing you for your high perception.
That's a 19.
You fail. And fall
Oh.
unconscious.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Ugh.
The rest of the party, Orion's looking out, whistling a tune under his breath. He begins to wriggle around as if he's got spiders crawling down his back.
One of them just fall out of the car.
Complains a little bit about the buzzing. Before you see him, he's there 1 second. Then the next, he's slumped forward, unconscious.
Uh-oh.
Immediately, I am gonna burn a divine sense.
I'm gonna check on him.
Okay, let me just have a look at your divine sense. I'm pretty sure you're getting absolutely nothing.
Probably.
Yeah, it's within 60 feet. Also, it's celestial feet. Yeah, but nothing. Nope. The slightest emanation of a celestial from Orion.
Yeah, we figured that much already.
You know, considering he's an Azimar, and Azret and Azimar are celestials.
Mhm.
Although he doesn't technically know he's an Azimar yet.
No, he does not.
So, you know, there's that.
Yeah. Can I check on him? We
can.
have no idea why he just slumped.
Roll me a medicine check, please.
What's my medicine on my feet? Medicine. It is a 14.
14. He appears to be sleeping.
Can I?
He is perfectly fine. He is just asleep.
Can I try to wake him?
You can, yeah. How would you like to wake him?
You say that, and then it's like, oh, I'll slap him, but I'm gonna like accidentally kill him or something.
No, you're fine.
I'm gonna try and shake him awake. I won't slap him.
Alright, you shake him.
Yes.
He awakens. Before that happens,
Oh.
Orion,
Yes.
you see this figure before you. In the next second, you are asleep.
What again?
No, I'm describing what happens to him in his sleep. I said before this happens.
Oh, okay.
Before you shake him awake. But you're not alone in your dream. Bye-bye.
No, he's given him law. So how are we, boys?
Pretty good now that he's gone.
Kane's getting dead old.
Just what he always wanted.
Man got roofied and dead old in the woods. Caleb's been quite thorough with him so far.
Certainly has.
How much of this do you think Orion's going to keep to himself?
How much of this is Kane gonna remember? I think is the better question.
Oh, none.
Yeah.
None.
This is great content. The DM's gone and the conversation is gone with him.
It's a
Oh,
shame
it's-
that neither one of them are recording or anything.
Yeah, I say it's
So we can give the viewers, some exposition as to what's going
yeah.
on.
Whereas we can't because the three of us are in the stream with no fucking clue about what is happening. Other than Kane's probably off talking to some dude that knows his god.
So what you need to do is, when you actually upload the video, is get just Orion to recap everything in his own way, and then just
That's
unedited,
not going to be
unedited,
helpful
post
because he
that.
won't remember jack shit about what happened.
Yeah, it'll be hilarious. He took the ambience and stuff into it as well.
God damn it.
Does someone like want to tell him that we need that because it's like the only thing going for the stream right now?
Us chatting at the very least.
Yeah, we're chatting about shit though. At least with the music, they could just listen to some nice calming music rather than just us just talking shit about nothing.
Why would we let them listen to calming music? We shouldn't.
So that
spoil
when
them
Kane
so
comes
much.
back and it all goes to shit, they're nice and calm and
That
they're
was
ready
calming.
For it.
That was eerie, dude. That's
Yeah, it's the same
eerie.
shit, isn't it?
We don't want to spoil them with calming music.
Time to put on the Coraline soundtrack.
Let's just put on this heavy metal.
Oh yeah, that is calming if I've ever heard it. I'm down.
Scream, not screamer.
Nah, not when you're sleeping. Screamer's a bit much when you're trying to sleep.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone would be. Actually, maybe. Put screamer on there. That won't be calming. Or heavy metal that is played incredibly badly.
So what Jeremy's music taste is?
No, because heavy metal was not played badly. Heavy metal was good, but I'm talking about heavy metal that is then played badly.
Yeah, Jeremy's music taste.
You just don't like heavy metal.
I like heavy metal. I like normal metal. I like rock.
Yeah,
It's
then
just-
you
I
wouldn't
like
have an
specific
issue
things.
with my music taste, considering that a lot of the metal bands I listen to are like the standout metal bands. They're the top charters.
Oh, you boys are no fun to tease and make fun of.
Oh no, you're
I
just
try not
teasing
to.
us, and we have logical arguments, so we win.
No, you don't really have a logical argument. You're just trying to shoot it down. And then Kalen here is just so autistic that he can't pick up on my sarcasm.
I have no idea what you're talking about. That is not true.
Is that right?
Shut the F up. You do not need to out me, okay?
I can out you all I want because I used to be the exact same way.
Used
The
to be?
difference is I put practice in. I'm good with sarcasm. Oh,
I'm good
better.
sometimes.
Oh, sometimes is better than no times.
It depends how.
I had to get better at it because Kane talks purely in sarcasm when it's just me and him.
I'm surprised Kane has the brain capacity for sarcasm.
He doesn't have the brain capacity for much. Trust me, I play games with him. Sometimes it can be a little infuriating.
That's what I aspire to be. Infuriating.
You are already infuriating. You don't have to
Good.
try.
Thank you. No, that is from trying. Not really, but I'll try.
Oh, what you did last session really upset me. Man's fighting 3 people alone. We didn't really need Drakemere to get gang banged. That was not needed.
Oh no, Drakmere seemed to enjoy it.
Oh yeah. He really enjoyed it when he was down.
Look, I don't know how I'm still alive, I'll be honest. I don't know.
We don't know how
Because
Drakmere's still alive
dice
either.
rolled well for you. Orion's still alive because I made the decision to save him.
Yeah. Ooh.
Cat's at the door, I think. Let me go deal with that.
Damn, this conversation is long.
So is the half the D&D session just him talking to Orion? Should we just do a one shot in between?
No, mate. Why would we do a one shot? We can do a whole fucking campaign while they're talking.
True. Good golly, I'm tired.
Alright, the cat is inside.
That
How annoying is he gonna
all
get?
it is.
Probably very. He'll be on the desk in a moment. Mark my words.
You need to get like a cage, or not like a cage, like a cat run thing, and just put him in there so he can run around.
Oh, look, I was planning on when I move out and that to get a cat run, so he's got some way of going outside without the council snatching him up. I can't get him a cat run here. We're moving soon anyway, and then I'm gonna buy myself a little thing that goes outside our house when we move. So I'll have my own space, so it doesn't matter.
Fair.
I'm not gonna cage him every time he wants to go on my desk. He's got a bed on my desk, for fuck's sake. He can go on the desk. It's just when he wants to be in the middle of it, it pisses me off. He's not usually so bad.
I don't know. Every time we're on, you seem to complain about the cat being on your keyboard.
Yeah, because no, he'll either sit behind it, which is okay, as long as he keeps his damn paws to himself. When he starts pushing buttons, that's when I get annoyed. It's like, oh, thanks, man. You took 30 Steam screenshots? That's really helpful. And I'm playing a game, and he just starts like clicking buttons and starts opening menus. Like, stop, please.
As you are awoken by Ivar.
Hey.
Why is that?
What is that music?
As soon as he wakes up.
No, that was the music that was happening.
Yeah, you know, there was fuck all happening for the stream other than us talking shit, and then you took the music away as well.
But unfortunately, this was not a moment that you were involved in, so the stream does not get to see it.
Yeah, no, but I mean, you did have to take the stream's music away.
I did because I needed the music. Here is the name, Mr. Orion, that you got given. You remember everything, regardless of the mental suggestion that was placed on you.
Good to know. That was a high DC.
It was only a 21.
Glad I had a +7.
You alright, Orion?
I think so.
Passed out a moment.
What happened to the deer man?
We haven't seen anything of the like.
Then what just happened?
You tell us.
I think I just met some sort of deer man? Maybe some sort of weredeer? I don't know.
Sorry, quick question. Where the fuck did you get that from?
I don't know, going off of what I've seen of the werebear mode.
No, it was just it.
And
I'm sure Orion will have seen a furbolg around.
Took him back. He took him back.
Oh my god.
And who saw this coming? That Kane was gonna forget half of his conversation the minute he got back.
No,
Kevin,
I was using that to describe him. He called himself a... God damn it. God, I can't even remember the full word now. Something bog.
Furbolg.
Furbolg. God damn it.
Keep going, you're doing good.
Is he?
Hey, he's doing something.
I'm not sure if what I saw was real or not, but he gave me some information, and I might have made a mistake if it was real.
Speak plainly. What happened?
I met this Furbog. He introduced himself. I introduced myself. He laughed, said something about being wary of giving people your names.
Oh no.
That might have been. He seemed nice enough, though.
Did he give his name to a fae?
It certainly sounds like it.
Oh my god.
He also gave me a warning about the demon coming back.
Demon? You mean the one from the paintbrush?
He wasn't sure exactly what demon, but that's the only demon we've came across, so I think so.
But there's also the Razingir.
What do you mean, Ragnarsay? You mean your
That one.
companion Isengard? No, he is not a demon.
He was.
He is
I don't know,
a
but like,
talentless
I
little
wasn't sure
halfling
if like
that
they
you
would
guys left in
classify-
Darkwood Gaze.
No, we left him with the cart, which means he's
I
with
know,
it.
I know.
I
He's
just
just been
wasn't
very
sure if it
quiet.
would have been classified as a demon, the thing that was trying.
No,
that was
no.
using him.
He very much means Pictorath,
Okay.
the paint demon.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
Continue, continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said if something with him comes up, what? It's about Ivar here. If
about me?
anything about him, I don't understand exactly, but he said
Can I-
something
I'm
about
about- I'm
being in the ink.
I'm so close to slapping Orion. Oh my god.
Imagine how
No,
confused
this is.
Orion
By the way,
is.
this is more than fine. Orion is absolutely confused. He is scared shitless. He
Yeah,
met
but
this
it's-
guy in the woods who sent him to sleep, invaded his dream.
That's what I mean. I'm tempted to try and knock some sense into him because he's currently just rambling.
Just let him continue.
And I'm not 100% sure, but I think he knows by God.
How do you know?
He said something about being a while since they've seen, went to say their name, and then you woke me.
Fuck am I
Well,
notes?
not in the interruption.
I think he said something about her.
You
Sure.
are correct. It was a cuh.
Yeah,
Her.
her.
It was
Huh.
a. It's been a long time. cuh.
Yeah,
I think the voice was slightly different. It wasn't quite that raspy, but it was
Could
like.
it be Taldaris?
It's been a long time. cuh. Something like that.
Yeah, care.
Okay, coming Taldaris.
So,
Yeah.
I guess that's one more step to finding out who they are.
Good. You said demon in the ink. He might
Yeah.
come back.
Do you have many tattoos by any chance? Or do you have like a photo or picture with you? They said if you get worse, to bring you back.
Back where?
But they said worse, so I'm wondering, have you been feeling bad recently?
Pain. You've seen it.
So,
Damn, this music is tense.
Yeah, very tense.
Uh,
Crap.
what
down
type
just
of
a little.
pain?
Searing.
Where? Any
There's no-
certain
there's no-
area?
There's no avoiding it now. I'm going to take my braces off and show them.
All right. You take your braces off. Your wrists are wrapped. You slowly unwrap them. Please describe to the party what they see.
They're meant to be tattoos of chains that are wrapped around my wrists, but currently they are slowly unbinding.
They are chains that are slowly unlinking from one another, cracking, shifting, breaking.
I could be wrong, but I don't think tattoos are meant to change.
And this is a special sort of tattoo.
Magical
Oh,
in
it's-
nature?
I don't suppose any of you recognize it.
Would
Ooh.
any of us recognize it?
Ooh, all of you roll me a history check, and then an arcana check for Orion, please, as well.
So I do 2 rolls?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cassian doesn't know dog shit. That's a 2 on the dice. So I'm not even gonna figure out what my modifier
Alright,
is.
Cassian had the lowest DC, so that's kind of nice.
16.
20
16, 20. Nah, looks like a tattoo.
for the arcane.
Even with a
Horrible.
20.
Even with a 20, yeah. He's a orphan kid from Brown Folly, man.
Surely he might have heard stories.
No, it's pretty well kept secret. If Cassian had a rolled, like,
Anything
15
good?
plus as a nobility, he might have heard some shit, but the other
Yeah.
two was high. It was a 25 DC. I needed a nat 20.
Yeah, I was never gonna get that.
Arcana
Yeah.
check, please, Orion.
Not great. That's a 6.
You can't tell if they're magical in nature, no.
These tattoos are arcane brands. I told you I was a deserter. I wasn't just any soldier. I was part of an order, Manisfera, otherwise known as the Iron Hand. We were elite. We were enforcers of law. And this brand binds us to it as an oath.
Is there a reason the demon would want to be connected to it? Or do you think that's just because it's ink?
It's magical ink.
Okay.
Other than that, I do not know.
Did I... In the order, did you go after demons?
No.
Okay.
We were soldiers, not monster slayers.
Yes, that's fair.
Did he say where I needed to go back to?
This forest. He also mentioned something about that only I could see him. I don't know if he can reveal himself, but he said that only I could see him because I was of angel kin. Whatever that means.
You say it so casually.
He said it so casually. I don't
said it
exactly know what
casually.
that means.
I think he said it casually. There's no way he said it casually.
Well, that seemed casual for his voice. His voice
Yeah,
was
well, his voice-
intimidating.
Yeah, he's got an intimidating voice. Go for it. Sure.
I don't think you understand the weight of what you just said.
Not really.
Roll me
know that was a thing.
roll me a history check, please, Ivor.
Him being angelkin alone is enough to set off red flags. how much I know is okay. That's an 18 plus whatever my modifier.
What is your modifier?
For history, you said?
History.
History? It's just a flat 18 then.
Flat 18. Alright,
You're fine, Kev. I shut the chest and he jumped.
I will give you advantage, because, you know, Fey Fiends are undead. It's sort of in that realm. I'll give you advantage on the roll.
How's you gonna do anything? I rolled an 18.
I don't know. Up to you. You can always try. Probably not.
No, that's like a 9 that time.
Okay.
What?
Oh
Oh no, it's a 19. I didn't read it properly.
With a 19. Due to your speciality, the things you have learnt with a certain person,
Yeah.
you have heard tales of a race of people known as the Azima, a race long thought extinct in the land of Arcwyn.
Yeah.
As in, nobody has seen one since the foundation of Arcwyn.
Very tense, this music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just this one song, which is why I skipped it last time, or I went backwards. Yeah. I did have it written down somewhere how old Arcwyn is. It's roughly 371 years, I believe, off the top of my head. That could be wrong. But there has not been one scene since then. And with that, I'm actually going to call a short break.
Oh, Kevin.
Oh. Sure.
You can reveal that information when we get back.
That makes Arcwyn
But
really.
I need to be right back.
Sure, it's on the 307? That 307?
370 years old. Yeah, that's how old Arcwyn is as a kingdom.
Arcwyn's quite young.
Yes, yes, it
very
is.
young.
Yes, it is. All right, I'll be back.
I shan't be long.
The tale of the Obsidian Dawn, of battles
Well.
to be won.
That's an
Well.
intimidating creature.
Yeah, I also wasn't expecting to reveal that so soon. Okay, I told you guys I was a deserter. I didn't tell you what I was.
Yeah, to be fair, I had to make a wisdom saving throw of 21.
Holy shit. Otherwise,
I-
what?
Apparently, this is
Or
going to be
else
the
I
session for
would not
losing secrets.
remember that stuff.
Well, you just figured out your Azuma. So that's good.
Yeah. Technically, I haven't yet. You have.
Yeah, well, trust me, I was gonna tell you. So you're just like, oh, I'm Angel Kid, and I was like, oh shit, that's not good.
Oh, fuck.
I don't even need to roll. I don't need to roll to be in character to go, oh fuck, that's not great, because people are gonna want to dissect you, man. What? You don't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I'm only kin to angels. Oh Jesus. Yeah,
Any,
we're keeping
like-
that a fucking secret.
Any warlock or infernal and like aligned being is gonna want you.
I'm also. I realized I made a mistake when I gave my name.
Yeah, don't give your name to Faye.
I don't know. He seemed friendly.
Just try to tell
I
you
bet
all
he
that
laughed.
Cassian's Faye.
Oh, I'm giving my name to Two-Face now.
She's on heart, Faye.
Why was I not warned of this as a
That's
child?
His character sheet says he's Faye. Technically, he's of same lineage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you guys know that. I'm pretty sure Ivar's picked that up because it's been mentioned in the 300 times he does his whole detect Fae things that I'm dead. That, you know, Cassian's just lighting up like a beacon.
No. What? We've discussed this, Jeremy. You, for the most part, are human. I can't tell. I don't detect things. I have knowledge. Because you are majority human, I cannot tell the difference currently. That's what me and Caleb have discussed before.
Yeah, you and Caleb, I haven't heard this.
Yeah, it's not a spell. It's quite literally just my knowledge.
I just want to know, what's the worst thing that could happen with a Fae knowing your name?
He controls you.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah,
You can't give other people's names, right? That's not how that works.
Depends on how.
Well, it depends on if Orion is your true name.
It depends on how the name's given and who gives the name. Fae can trade names they know, but like another human probably couldn't give your name because there's no power in that.
Let me tell you
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to
And
give your
that's
name.
if Orion is it has to be your true name as well.
Yeah.
And you can have a very different name depending on your parents.
What makes it your true name?
For
The name you were given at
For
birth.
example, using Boswell as an example, Boswell is not a true name. Boswell could have given that name and it would mean nothing because it's not his name.
Your parent could have given you a different name, and you could have gotten Orion off the orphanage. So Orion isn't your true name.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is being named by someone, is that what makes it your true name, or is it the name you're given at birth?
I think it's the name you're given at birth.
It depends.
Or is it the name that you consider your own?
It
The
can
logic behind it is
depend-
very iffy.
It can depend on who and what you are. Like if you've been knighted, you could be knighted under a different name, and like if you go through like a proper ceremony for it, your true name can shift.
Okay.
But you're Angel King, so I'm assuming it's a little trickier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might
You.
want to check with Caleb to see if I have a different name.
He
I'm
would
gonna guess
probably
he would say no.
he would probably tell you that you don't fucking know.
Yeah, you do not know.
Fair enough.
There must be magic in your blood.
I would like to know if there's a possibility, though. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go through.
Acceptable.
Yeah, so I was an elite soldier.
I think I gathered that.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious with the way I was running things. So this man's good at what he does.
Oh yeah, look, really good at what he does.
Yeah, so and I have glowing spectral tattoos on my arms of chains, and they're currently not very in one piece.
No.
Yeah, so don't worry, I'm about to comment on that. I'm just waiting for you to finish your conversation with Orion. As I just take notes.
Dear Man has said if I worsen, but I'm already getting to a state of that.
Yeah, we don't know what worsen means.
Yeah, it's like, am I worsened now? Do I need to go see him?
On a
Please,
scale
Witch
of
Doctor.
on a scale of 1 to 100, how fucked is Survivor?
And
Did the Dear Man say, he said if I worsen, but I'm not in a great state currently.
It's a fact.
The
yeah,
chain's
when
broken.
I asked how would I know, he said when the demon returns. If that makes what I was saying earlier.
When the demon returns.
Oh,
Is it
sorry.
going to fly out of my arms or something?
I don't
Oh,
know.
I hope not.
That would be fun.
Yeah, as I said to the others before when you left, Kane, I was like, surprise, surprise, I'm an elite soldier.
Who would have thunk it?
There's a demon in your arms. That's why you keep on hitting us. It all makes sense now.
No,
That's why I keep getting smacked around.
no,
There's
that's
a demon
that's
in his
recent-
arms and a bear in his heart.
That's a recent occurrence. Beforehand, I was just smacking you because I had
Don't
no
like
clue.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you
He
see the chains
doesn't
made
like
me, of
you.
course. The only problem is
Not much
currently, if I go Bloodlust, that is like the worst thing you could be low health next to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I really don't want to roll a crit on someone.
Look, if I'm to die, I would rather it be by your hands.
Yeah, you're only a problem
my hands
because
in the most violent way possible.
Yeah, you're only a problem because you're the only fucker here that can roll well. If it was anybody else going into Bloodlust, it's like, yeah, big deal. There's no threat there.
Oh, jeez, Ivar with his lighthouse
is me.
rolls.
Like, if
The
Drachmir
best
suddenly
person to go
went
to Bloodlust is
berserk,
me.
we could just ignore him and nothing would happen.
Yeah.
I could do him pretty easily too.
Actually, the funny thing is, knowing my luck, that would be the occasion where I roll like 3 natural 20s in a row. Because I've played like board games before where you're like on a team and then suddenly one person's an enemy and everyone else is still the good guys. And I was rolled horribly normally, suddenly I was the enemy and rolled incredibly well.
Yeah.
So
Oh, we played a game like that. What was it? Trader or whatever it was.
Betrayal, yeah.
yeah, that's exactly
Betrayal
what I
was
was talking
so
about.
fun. Jeremy became the bad guy, and we all just I teleported on him and beat his ass.
To be fair,
So,
I was the worst person to get Trader in that game because I was
Your
already half
positioning was-
fucking... I was already half fucking dead by the time the Haunt came as well. And it really didn't give me any bonuses, so I'm like, well, I'm fucked.
Yeah, you set up your traps on everyone else, and then you forgot I could make it to the teleport.
I didn't forget, I just knew I couldn't stop it.
Yeah, so I got to him pretty quickly, and I was playing the warrior guy, so I just clobbered him.
Yep. But yeah, that's that. I was playing Legacy with some of my family members, and like the times I was the villain, absolutely demolished.
Oh.
Yeah, but
One of my best
sometimes you
experiences
just get
being
a
a-
Haunt that is no good for the person who ends up as the traitor. And sometimes you
Yeah.
get a Haunt and the person as the traitor is positioned perfectly and they can't lose.
I don't think it was even just strategic
I'm back.
placement. It was just I just rolled extremely well.
Oh, great.
What?
Welcome back.
I was like, I'm back and just nothing.
Yeah, but
He was still
Did
chatting.
Kane tell you the guy's name?
nope.
No.
No.
All right, no worries then. Let's jump a step back in. Everybody good to go?
Yep.
I guess.
Is the reason, Kane, you didn't tell them the name is because you didn't want to or because you can't read it?
I feel like answering that.
Or is it because he
can't read it,
finally
you
gave
can
his
ask
name
me to
to
say
a
it.
fae?
Okay, can you say it?
Cadithas Ameldant.
Cadithas Melvint or Melfint?
Melhant.
Meldant.
Dint.
He did say dint. I don't know what you people are on about.
I will Control C, where I've put it in Orion's channel. And copy it into the Obsidian Dawn. Actually, I'll put it in front of you, Lies. By the way, it'd be really great if people did some Lore Frog. Just saying. Alright, we'll jump straight back in. Ivar, there hasn't been an Azimar in 371 years.
Since the founding. Holy shit. Of the current kingdom, not the previous ones.
Of Arcwyn. You're talking of Arcwyn's history, that is what you know.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I have this where is my...
Well, I'm assuming
Have it written
Arcwyn
down
is the
somewhere.
current. Arcwyn is the current kingdom. There are clearly
Yes.
ruins that predate it.
Well, yes, exactly.
And there might have been more just that people don't know about.
It's 397. Triumvirate Age.
Alright. Azimar haven't been seen in hundreds of years. We need to keep this quiet.
Is there a reason they haven't been seen?
With
Is there a good reason?
with Ivar having mentioned that, would Cassian know anything about Asima?
Ooh. Roll me a history check as well. Roll it. Yeah, just normally. I was gonna say with advantage, but no. Is there a reason they haven't been seen? After the formation of the Kingdom of Arcwyn, you would have been told this either by a very specific person, They were hunted and killed to extinction by the royal family.
Jeez.
That's a 13 for history.
Damn.
You've read the name somewhere, but you've got no idea what it means, or who it means, or why it means. Yeah.
Angelkin, Azimar were hunted to extinction.
Would you like to try and call forward your wings, Mr. Azimar?
What, the middle of our conversation?
I'm just asking.
Rude.
Not currently.
Okay.
Just keep it quiet. We don't want people who we don't want to know. Hear about it. For your safety.
Dumb question. Can the guy in the wagon hear us?
Isengard, yeah, he's hearing everything. You know what? Let's roll a perception check for him. I would like you guys to all roll deception with disadvantage, considering you're all talking.
Oh,
And he's going to roll perception with
Perception
advantage.
to see whether or not he's asleep.
Essentially, yes.
One of those
No
dice was a 3.
way. I rolled
What did you do,
two
Drachmare?
17s. I rolled 2 17s.
Cool. I don't think you've said anything, so I'm not sure that exactly helps.
You said
rolled-
everyone, so
I've rolled a 7.
two dirty 20s.
I have a 6 total. Because that is the
That's
only,
possible.
that is like the only
We've
charisma
all
skill
rolled
I am
very
not proficient
poorly.
in.
I rolled exceptionally well.
I also got a 6.
You know what, Drachmare?
Yeah.
Roll me a performance check to see if you can distract Isengard. Sorry, Ragnesi, while the
Performance,
others
you
are
said?
talking. Considering you're not engaging in conversation, you may as well make yourself useful.
Performance?
Performance.
17.
17. Yeah, you're like doing a jig, juggling some cheese. He's pretty enthralled.
He's
Wait.
thoroughly entertained by it.
Wait. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Are you not entertained?
Don't ever say Drachmare did nothing.
All right. Continue.
If people find out, they'll kill you.
I hope my brother knows that then.
Your brother's the one that saved us.
Consider any
I think he's got a better.
You finish?
I'd say he's got a better handle on things.
Yeah, you consider any
Yeah,
pulled
I
us out of
guess-
that labyrinth. I don't think you got too much to worry about from him.
Hopefully.
Those tattoos on your arm there. Do you know what they're magically they're supposed to be doing? Do you know what's the risk if they come completely undone?
As far as I'm aware, they're symbolic.
Ivar would know
Hmm?
that the tattoos are supposed to form chains and strangle anybody who deserts.
Oh,
Oh. Oh.
Ooh. Roll me an insight check. Ivar?
Jesus.
So this is something that's like he doesn't want to happen. For sure.
This is very much like
Desert again?
Secret Service induction tattoo, cyanide
Oh, yeah.
pill. If
Yeah,
you leave,
yeah.
bye bye.
Yeah.
I have rolled a 24.
24. Ivar would know that the reason this has not happened is because his commanding officer wrote him down as MIA or KIA.
These chains are meant to kill deserters, strangle them.
Well, I'm glad to say you don't look like you've been strangled.
I got lucky.
I'd like to roll an insight check.
You're
All right,
welcome
roll an
to.
insight check.
Dog shit. That is an 8.
Can
An
I
eight.
allow him to make that check?
You can allow him.
He's more than welcome to. You're allowed to question it, Cassian.
So you are telling. So essentially, I'm saying that if there is something to hide, you're allowed to say with an 8 that he would be able to find that out or not.
Not exactly keeping it hidden, but he rolled insight before I could talk more. So I want him to just. He's allowed to question it further. It gives me something to roleplay off.
Ooh. That's kind of the point of an insight check,
I was
yes.
like, it was more you
Yes.
just said you got lucky.
Yes.
Which,
Yeah.
which implies there's something else that you're not saying.
So an insight check in this manner, he is determining whether or not you're lying. There's no allowing it. It happens. What you then choose is, with his roll, do you want to roll deception if you are hiding something, or do you want to admit it?
I'm going to admit it flat out.
All right. Cassian knows something is up.
You got lucky. What do you mean by that?
They assume I'm dead, most likely.
Why would that be?
My commanding officer. We were good friends. When I deserted, he let me go.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good friend.
Oh, I'm debating whether I tell them why I deserted. Probably a
it's
good
up to
idea,
you.
considering we're near the town. We were sent to kill a village of mages, of witches, practitioners of blood magic, the very same I use.
So,
Hang on 1 second. I need to get some tense music.
Right. I got loud quick.
Yep.
We were sent to kill them. And when I got there, what we found were innocent people. Their only crime, magic, that scared the nobles.
Cough, Cassian, cough! Sorry, continue.
What
I
happened?
saw the magic sickness that day as well.
so,
The stress of being attacked. It must have gotten to some of them. There was a young girl. I couldn't kill her. I took her and I ran. Dorian went to intervene, but he let me go.
and what happened with this girl?
I'm currently looking for her. I looked
Oh?
after her for a few years. She disappeared about a year ago. Maybe a bit over now. You remember that crystal in the cave?
Yeah?
It showed me the mountains. The very mountains we're next to. And that's the reason I've come north. I have a contact in Caerwyn that I want to speak to. See if she's seen her.
Hey, we're going to see her anyway. She might be able to help you.
I'll take all the information I can get.
As I said to Orion, I can't promise anything. Can't always control the visions or the prophecies, but there's always a chance. What are the
I'll
risks?
take loose prophecies over nothing.
What are the risks if those tattoos are broken on your arms?
This hasn't happened before.
No one's ever tried to remove them?
Not that I know of. Not many of us question the orders. And those who do don't survive.
With the chains unlinking, is there a risk that they'll activate? Or as far as you know, they're still dormant for now?
They cause a quite tremendous amount of pain. But I have no idea.
Roll. I'm tempted to say Arcana. I'm tempted to say Investigation. I'm tempted to say Insight. Roll me a general intelligence check, please.
'Cause I don't know much about the brands other than what they do.
No, you don't. But it has been on your body for 10 or so years, however long you were.
This isn't going to be great.
It's a flat intelligence check, so whatever intelligence bonus is.
I don't have a bonus, but I rolled a 19.
A 19. So with the tattoos, you're able to tell from your experience with them, they're in your body. You have some experience with magics. If the last chain unlinks, you could infer that something might be released. Possibly stronger due to consuming arcane energy in the form of your tattoo.
The demon.
I'm just saying what Ivar would be able to infer.
If the demons manage to get to my tattoos, it could be feeding off them. If they unlink fully. It might be how it returns.
Well, it would certainly not be ideal. But it's something we need to look into in the very near future. Trying to halt the process to see if we can't release it ourselves. The tattoo's not the demon.
We have contacts in Caerwyn we can always talk to. And this dear man Orion speaks of.
This would be a great time for Orion to say his name.
His
You got this, I believe in you.
yeah name.
You could at least
well.
fucking try.
Okay, Kedorthreth. Mad Dick.
Fucking awesome.
Wait.
I love it.
Edith
Yeah.
Maldant.
Kedorthreth Melbourne. I feel like I have a lisp when I said his name.
He said did he want us to see him when the chains broke?
Does
Well,
his
when I worked
name ring a bell?
Does his name ring a bell? Sure, roll me a history check.
Yeah, I'm not making that damn
Come on,
check.
come on, give me a
But I've
fucking...
heard the name before.
Give me a nat 20. Give me a natural 15. That's a 15.
What's your bonus?
0 for history.
No.
Would I have heard the name before?
No,
Ooh, roll me a history check, please.
Drachma might know.
If he passes
This
this.
is pick up.
That is a history you said, yeah?
Yep.
That's a 17.
Please roll with advantage, just due to some things that you have.
17.
The fucker
17.
that's lived in the woods all his life.
The name does ring a bell, Drachmir.
Do I remember anything, or just like the vague in the back of my head of, hey, that's familiar?
You remember we changed your mentor's name. The fuck did we change her name to?
Diana? Diana? Something like
What?
that?
Oh yeah,
No,
Diana Oakenspell.
Diana
Diana had mentioned to you of one of the longest living Furbolg as a guardian of wilderness. The name does ring a bell. Siri, go away.
I've heard the name.
So the name Caedithus Maldant, you remember as being one of the longest living Furbolg, specifically around long enough to have seen the rise of the Kingdom of Arcwyn,
Ooh.
because Furbolg can live to 500, 600 years old.
That
Yep.
explains why he's seen one of my people before.
And you would also know that Diana spoke in the sort of reverence as to Caedithus' strength.
Writing notes.
I wonder who might have the 26 in charisma.
I wonder, guys. I will say the only way you guys were going to spot him through this way was if you rolled a natural 20 on perception.
Hey! That's pretty funny.
Actually, I think it was like a 25.
He suggests coming back to the woods if I worsen.
Yeah,
So I'm not at the
so
stage yet.
Obviously not.
you could try and go find him out if you wanted. Essentially, when you were walking through, Orion just like hyper focused due to the sensors in the back of his head, aka his god. Focused like, here's the path. He looked 500 feet this way and noticed a little hut. Guy walked out, go bye, go sleep now, and invaded his dreams. So you know his hut's sort of in this area of the forest,
The worst
where the
idea
Dragon's
is
Back
everything.
meets Whisper Pine.
So I don't
You
exactly
could
want to bring a
try and go
demon
find him
into town.
now, or you could continue on to Caerwyn. That is that is your choice.
Drake me has a roleplay thing to do, other than I know the name.
Yeah, drag me.
I was
fucking did
waiting for
something.
someone to
We'll
then just
continue.
be like, in my tutelage under a friend mentor, she spoke a lot about how strong he was. He's lived longer than what Arcwyn has been around for.
Yeah, that does seem to be right. He did mention he was seen one of my kind before.
Be an idea to seek him out. This isn't something I want to bring into the town.
I suppose those are two options. We see him now, or you take the risk of taking a demon into town. I'm hoping that one of our contacts knows something more.
Do we want to take the risk of it worsening to that point?
Do we know how friendly he will be?
Considering he tried
Because
to
he
kill us
said-
once,
The demon or Caedithus?
Caedithus is who I'm talking about.
You know, he didn't look too friendly, but he definitely wasn't too mean.
Would I have any idea as to?
His temperance?
Oh. Okay, roll another history check.
That's an 11.
We thumbed through the DM for a bit of a loop.
I like doing that.
Not really, to be honest.
No,
You would probably remember that he was described as very standoffish.
The only way I've heard him described is about a bit standoffish. I don't know about how he treats most people in general, though.
I feel like it might be best to only go to him if we really need to. Because he did say to only go to him when you worsen. But I don't know.
We put many innocent lives at risk if this demon gets loose again.
I guess, but we don't know how long that'll be. He didn't really give a time frame. That could be months.
So Ivar, you can look down at your wrists.
Mm-hmm.
The chains are like 30% unfurled.
So I have a bit of time. We can head to town if you like. We've got the halfling to deliver as well.
Yeah.
Hi, yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on actually. The dragon was like juggling cheese, and then he started talking as well, and I'm a bit lost.
Yeah, we should probably take him before putting him in any more danger.
Agreed. Keep moving then.
I feel really safe with you guys. He is shaking visibly.
I mean, the man probably did just watch us the other day go off, and then come back half dead.
Yeah.
He did. You did then take him to the bandit camp though, so he saw.
Yeah,
what's going on.
he saw all the bodies.
Yeah. Do you know where I'm actually going?
Were we given an address?
I was gonna say, were we told?
I was given something that I can use to contact her.
So we were told that he was going to Caerwyn.
Yeah, to get on a boat
Told
to
to
get somewhere
put him
else.
on a ship in Caerwyn.
Yeah, when we were told when we
Just a
get to
random
Caerwyn,
ship.
contact her and she'll give us more information.
Yes.
I like the idea of putting him on a random ship.
It was a letter that I could write in to talk to her, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was a one-time use communication scroll.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, you guys want to continue on to Caerwyn,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
do you want
You want to
to
Caerwyn?
dismount and go further into the woods?
I guess head towards Caerwyn?
Let's head,
All right.
head to the city first. Try and drop the scholar off.
You head towards Caerwyn. Ryan, please note, all of your spell slots have been used.
Damn.
Ah,
Damn.
okay.
You continue on to Caerwyn.
Well
The city walls reach you. As we can get off the suspenseful music now. What's this one? This one looks good. This copyright free? Looks it. We'll go to this one. And we can go to a new map. The city of Caerwyn. Alright. You guys are approaching from the south. So you get through the forest.
Massive.
Yeah, this is a major port city, dude.
This is a major port city. Continue up the road, heading northeast. Passing the fields. Farmers working, plowing, planting.
plowing their way.
As it is heading into winter, Ivar is going to take a percentile dice worth of damage,
Hey, no.
which I think could probably insta-kill him if he was a little bit damaged. That is so 32 points of psychic damage to Ivar, please.
What?
As you guys trudge along the road, there isn't actually a road coming. There is no real roads coming out of the town, but we'll say like here is the main road, and you guys approach the walls of Caerwyn. sprawling houses, estates, slums almost, are outside the walls. You would assume this is where most of the farmers probably live, or people less fortunate than those probably inside the walls. The walls are quite tall, quite well defended, ballista, cannons, guards walking around, prowling along. You come to a large gateway called the Green Gate. Two guards, just, on each side of the gate, begin to check. You can see, as you're approaching, we'll say you're not there yet, but they're checking through belongings, looking to make sure you're not bringing anything dangerous into the town, anyone dangerous into the town, etc. What would you guys like to do?
Approach the gate.
We don't have anything they would want, right?
Other than the halfling, maybe.
It is at this point that Ragnar's eyes mustache falls off, his fake mustache. The fake mustache that's on his chin as a beard stays on, but the fake mustache on his mustache falls off.
Do we know if it's safe to go through there? Would they know his face?
So we'll say, for the sake of remedy, by the way, there's a gate here, and there's a gate here.
Yeah.
We will say that you guys are approaching this gate.
Yeah.
How are we
There's
gonna
no actual road, so we'll say there's a road. You've walked through all these houses.
There's
You're
clearly
now
a
the gate.
checkpoint, and there's a reason he's bringing this up. We don't have anything they call disguise in, do we?
Nope.
You guys have a disguise kit?
No.
No.
Damn, wouldn't that be handy?
We
Hey, look,
don't.
I
I
can give
do
him a
not
face.
know any alternative pathways into this city.
You do not. It is a well-defended city.
Ugh, so my contact...
Every time you've gone, you've just walked straight in.
we could walk in. The halfling might not be able to,
Yeah, maybe.
unless we want to throw the halfling in the water and tell him to swim around the wall.
I have a feeling they might have that defended as well.
Oh yeah, obviously. We'll try. We can toss
be
him over
funny.
the wall.
Prospect.
Or toss him half, a quarter of the way over it.
I repeat, would they know his face? Do you guys...
We weren't told how much information had gone out.
Sorry, are you asking me? I'm not going to tell you guys.
Yeah, I was asking them.
We were just told that there was interest in what had happened and she wanted him out of the town. She didn't tell us whether people would know his face, know his name. Basically all we've been told is that they've heard that you did something. Whether they know who or what you are, we don't know. We don't know whether they know who he is.
She said that she kept my name out of it.
Yeah, but
the
she
halfling's gonna be a problem.
also said that what you did had spread. Like people knew that somebody had done something like that.
Yeah.
All we've
You
been
also
told
were
is
not
that
very inconspicuous in the town.
yeah. All we were told is that
Considering the amount of
your-
jobs you did.
Yeah, your name was kept out of it, but we don't know how much information spread beyond what she told them.
Yeah.
Oh. We could try and help disguise the halfling as best we can.
You mean better than the mustache falling off?
Obviously! We'll put the mustache on his eyebrows, and he's gonna use that.
How much
No,
hair?
well,
How much hair does the halfling have?
He basically kind of looks like Frodo, to be honest.
Uh,
If Frodo had not
mustache?
slept the entire time. Basically, Frodo at Mordor.
Oh, well, okay.
Gosh, annoying. Kill him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just don't give him the ring.
Just don't give him a ring. I'll give him the ring of invisibility.
That's what I meant. I don't think Frodo did
Rakmir
it.
does know that he has a ring of invisibility.
Yeah, if he offers it, I'm going to take it off him.
Rakmir also knows he has face runes.
I did already say that.
Oh, I have an item that we could use.
Oh. And that would be?
Cassian's gonna pull a small bag out of his pack. We found this among some of the loot a while back. Might help us out here. If we use it on him, it will make, in theory, him and anyone standing near him when we use it invisible for a short period of time. It's not long, but it might be enough for us to sneak him through the gate.
How long?
Roll your d4.
Cassian wouldn't know though, would he? He does know it's a short period of time, or
Yeah, good point. He wouldn't know, so I will roll the d4. But he would know it's a couple minutes at least.
2d4.
Yes, I'm aware.
Yeah, I'm not sure how long. Could be 2 minutes. Could be 4 minutes. Could be, I don't know, 10 minutes. It's an unknown. If we use it, we're gonna have to be very quick about getting him through the gate as quick as possible.
Try it. We have no other options.
Yeah. Just once we use this, it's gone.
I understand. We said we'd get him through onto a ship. That's what we'll do.
Do we want to get just him, or do we send someone with him? Obviously we
Send a boy
can't.
with him.
Obviously we all can't go invisible. We need someone to go through with the cart, but we can get.
We'll set the up. Send the boy with him.
Alrighty.
we should try and enter Rizmi at the same time, because I think the lizard will also draw attention away from.
You might want to take your armor off, kid.
Oh,
I can't see you, but they might be able to hear you if you're clanking around. And we're not exactly the sneakiest bunch of fuckers out there.
indeed.
Only you also had a hood that gave advantage on stealth checks you could give to someone.
That requires attunement, doesn't it?
More than likely.
My hood. I've got.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
got
requires
advantage. I've got a +2.
Oh, it does do the cloak of elven kind, yeah.
Yeah, most items like that'll be attuned.
Okay, fair enough. No worries then.
It's +1 to stealth.
Alright,
Well,
so Cassian is going to pull out the Dust of Disappearance.
I would find a spot, sort of like.
So we'll say you guys pull off down here. Or you leave the cart on the road with Ivar and Drakmir. Isengard, Cassian, and Orion pull off down here. Orion's left his armor, his mace in the cart.
Yeah.
And you guys have walked down a side street and pulled into, we'll say, an alleyway.
Yeah, try and get as close to get them as
And
close to the
badly.
gate as possible. As soon as
Yep.
we have
I'm
a-
going to need you guys to roll a deception check.
Everyone individually?
As in the Orion, Cassian.
Okay, that's right. Correct me.
I'll let you choose between deception and sleight of hand.
Uh,
And Isengard is also going to roll one.
Oh,
Come on, Mr. Angus. Oh shit.
Didn't roll badly.
Okay, we're getting thrown in jail.
I rolled
What'd
an
you roll?
11.
Natural 1.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
Isengard
no.
rolled a natural 20.
Isengard will be able to sneak through.
While I trip.
I'll say they cancel each other out. Cassian, what'd you roll?
11.
11.
Dog shit.
Yeah.
It's not dog shit. It's just not the greatest.
Like, I
All
can't
right.
even
The dust is used.
can't even blame
Isengard and Orion disappear from view.
And then Cassian will try and get back to the cart far enough away from the gate that we don't arouse suspicion.
Yep, and we'll try and get through the checkpoint.
All right. Orion, you are with Isengard, left in this alleyway. Cassian has walked back to the cart. What would you like to do?
Try and enter roughly at the same time as them. Because
Okay.
the orange lizard should bring attention.
Should, yes. All right, you guys approach further on your cart down, we'll say it's like a somewhat main road.
Yep.
The southern entrance into Caerwyn. Two guards approach. Well, what's your order of business here, then?
Cassian will step forward. Hey, we're the Obsidian Dawn. We're here to meet a few people. I'm personally here to meet the Oracle of Apollo. And my friend here's got some people at a tavern he needs to touch base with.
The Oracle. Right, you can't just say loan. We will accept you're alone. Will you be staying long?
I'm rolling the dice to see how I respond to this. Not well.
All right.
Just say you're a
Not,
crazy
not
person.
well. You Ivar being probably next to Cassian would see his shoulders tense right up. I'd really appreciate it if you at least showed a decent modicum of respect for people. Especially my fucking sister.
All right, roll persuasion.
Or
You know what? Make it intimidation.
Is this the one fucking good roll I get tonight? That's a 23.
23. So the guards sort of lock eyes. Well, you didn't say it was your sister. I understand. All right. Anything you'd like to declare on the cart?
It's got some like food and goods, some general like gems, saleable items, some weapons. You know, the usual sort
Yeah,
of
what's
shit.
with the armor? Mace?
Some stuff we picked up. We're going to sell them shortly.
Didn't steal it, I hope. If you did, don't tell me.
It doesn't care if you stole it. Just don't tell me.
Don't tell me, I don't want to deal with this today.
All right. Last question. He holds up a filled piece of parchment, shoves it forwards towards your face, and it unravels. On it, a wanted poster with the face of Isengard. Have you seen this man? The Empire's looking for him. If you have, don't tell me. Please come through.
Okay, this
He
makes...
really just doesn't want to be there.
We've put him on a bad day.
A good day for us.
Ivor would know that this is about typical
For the guards.
For the guards of Caerwyn, yes.
Especially the ones at the southern sprawl here.
Orion and Isengard sneak around, walk up with you. You guys spend a little while in line before you're called up and make your way through. I would like a deception check, please, Orion. You have advantage, I'll give you, because you know you're fucking
Okay.
invisible.
You sure it can't be sleight of hand?
No, it's deception.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, you're lucky you have advantage because you rolled a natural 2. Slightly better, natural 4.
Oh fuck.
What'd you
I
roll?
don't know how good that is. That's a 15.
15. Yeah, it's not
Better than
bad.
a 4.
Yeah.
You are able to determine where Isengard is, just walking, just by the scuffle on the ground. He's not trying to be sneaky. He's, quite panicked at what's going on. He's just seen his face unveiled in a wanted poster. You just see the marks in the dirt. You can hear the crunch of gravel as he begins to sprint past
Oh no.
the guards. The guards, one of them sort of like glances over. Does he see anything? That's cocked.
Does he care?
Right question.
He will roll with disadvantage. It's 2 natural 18s.
Oh fuck, he's.
Oh, what?
Hears the crunch of gravel. Notices something odd going on. And just sort of like puts a hand up to the side of his face. As if he just trying to go, I can't see this. And turns back towards you guys.
This guy's good at his job.
I like these guards.
They are very much so in a state of peace in the Kingdom of Arcwyn. They're chilling. Just happy to be alive. Like,
I just need to
what
get
really
another
gonna
couple
do,
hours
man?
of my shift and I can
Why
go.
do I
he's got
feel
like it's.
we could have.
You guys, by the way, you guys have gotten to town. It is dusk.
Yeah. that's
Like
what I
the
thought.
sun, even past us, the sun has set. It is like evening. This guy wants to go home and eat food.
Yeah, it's more than fair.
Both of them do.
Why do I feel like we could have got him through the gates with the fake mustache, and so long as the fake mustache was
Oh,
on his face, they
you
would have just
definitely
ignored.
could've.
They would have just ignored
You
him and gone.
definitely could've,
Not my
yes.
problem.
It's fine. It's fine. We did this.
We did
It
the
was-
smart
it was for the
thing.
best.
we did
Fake
the
was
smart.
Yeah.
smart.
Dust
Could've
of
fallen off and they
disappearance.
may have still ignored it.
The dust of disappearance is also going to wear off because it only rolled two ones.
Oh,
So in the time it takes for you guys to get up here, you're talking. It's been around 1 minute and 55 seconds. Orion begins to feel himself become visible. Isengard has just sprint to the right. What would you like to do, Orion? You've got a turn. So we'll say you have 30 feet of movement, or anything you'd have on a normal turn, other than
Yeah,
speed slots, obviously.
I'll just continue running after him.
I'm assuming he'll dash.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah.
say.
All right, you run after him. We'll say for the sake of it, you guys both make it around this corner, and then poof, you're visible again. At the same time, the guards wave the rest of the Obsidian Dawn on through, and you guys are allowed into the City of Caerwyn.
We did it, gentlemen. We're in.
If we need to leave again, we leave at dusk.
Cassian
find the tavern.
providing the best distraction without even meaning to.
Yep.
Yeah, you walked up to them and told them why we're here, and they went, "Well, you're crazy."
Yeah, I say that wasn't Cassian trying to be distracting, but hey, that man badmouthed my sister.
Yeah, don't blame
I
you.
can't remember. Did you mention
I
that as
haven't-
your sister before?
I haven't told you that it's my sister. I've just told you that I know an oracle.
Yeah.
in the
He's
city.
told us. He's told us outside of.
Yeah, Cassian's just mentioned.
Yeah, but
that...
not your characters do not know it's his sister.
Well, we know it now.
Now they
Until
do.
now.
Yeah. All right, you guys are through the gate. Where would you like to go?
We're gonna go find the tavern.
Well,
Alright,
wait,
Ivar would know where the tavern is. Ivar, where is the tavern?
we need to find them
Uh,
first.
I
that's
don't.
true.
You didn't
they don't.
fully give me a location from memory. You said it was around here-ish.
Near that red dot.
This map is very different from the one.
I was
that you
gonna
gave
say
me
it's not
originally.
up here. It's very much
Yeah,
like a building in here. It's in Greengate. Yeah.
it's very different. Maybe this one by.
Yes, I made it more to my liking.
Maybe this one by the park, by the water as well.
All right, we'll say this building here is the tavern. There you go.
X marks the spot.
X marks the
Start
spot.
digging. Start.
For your reference, Jeremy,
Yep.
Evangeline obviously lives in Upkeep Grove.
Yep.
You didn't mention your
Uh,
contact with your sister.
Hey, didn't see the point of it. Wasn't relevant at the time.
No,
We'll say
I
she
think
lives
it
in this house because that looks like prime real estate.
It doesn't matter.
How rich is his family?
Very.
Pretty rich dude.
Jeez.
He's of a noble house. What?
I'm of a noble
Yeah, I
house of the
know.
capital of this fucking country.
Of the state. It's a state.
the
Arcwyn
state,
is the
whatever.
country.
Yeah.
I suppose
All
we
right.
could-
So you guys make your way over to the tavern.
Without picking up Isaac or Orion. Got it.
You guys have picked them up. I already said that. Yeah.
Damn.
This is something you guys
Oh.
have done.
Look
a
at this
friendly
tavern I've
looking
never
place.
seen before.
And you find your way to, it's for what Ivar described, Ivar, a contact mercenary, you'd expect it to be a bit more rundown, but it's quite well looked after. I'm going to need to give you guys character tokens.
Now, place your bets. Who do you think his contact is?
Oh, out of these characters. Ooh.
This is 100% her room, huh?
Ivar's contact.
This big
Sorry?
gorgeous room here is definitely hers.
Yeah.
This is clearly
Yeah.
Ivar's contact.
We'll say
Sure,
for the sake
I
of
think
it.
it's this guy here. It's this guy here. This is the
You guys
contact
have this is your cart, and your horses each get a room. Sure.
Jeez.
Just because they're so well looked after
They're
here.
celebrity horses.
I need to give you guys access to your characters. How do I do that? This button. Owner, Ivar.
I'm guessing these
Owner,
are the brothers then.
Ragnar,
You
Oh,
know,
no.
Gave him away.
Cassian. Owner,
hunch.
Ryan. All right. Well, what do you guys like to do? You approach the tavern. It is very much so nighttime.
Should we get a room while we're here as well?
She's vanished. Guess we'll push our way in.
All right, you guys push your way in. The doors swing wide open. In front of you lies a bustling, very delicious smelling. Smells of ale and fresh meats. Quite a few people. It's quite rambunctious in here. Specifically, this table is quite loud. This guy in the corner, old man, he's just minding his own business, doing his own thing, but he's there. Everyone else seems to be going on. I haven't fixed the gnome, as you can see.
That's
I
all.
was going to do that on the break. I didn't do that. Yes, I said this guy. Oof. He looks like he's got a headache.
Probably does.
He probably
He's
does.
just combed back his horns. That's all.
Yeah. All right.
See, paint
He's just
lady.
his horn gel.
You guys walk in. Around the corner. Coming out of the kitchen, carrying a plate, walks a woman. You could assume barkeep. Anything. She's carrying a plate of food. Walks on around. Drops it off. Gives him a wink. Hope you enjoy, boys. Walks back around.
Strawberry
Stops.
man.
Turns. Looks towards Ivar. Raises an eyebrow. Goes back around behind the bench. And begins to pull out a tankard of ale. Or fill up a tankard of ale.
This woman knows me. Been a while, May.
That it is? How are you, Ivar?
I'm well.
Ryan's just standing and we've just.
I see you've got friends. How'd you manage to get some of those?
Long story.
Must be for
Obsidian.
you.
Fucking ouch.
Damn.
This one's gonna keep me quiet, huh?
Fucking hell.
Very much the personality, yep.
He does not like you.
Yeah.
I like her already.
Damn.
Are you able to drink? He turns towards Orion, raising an eyebrow.
Of course.
I mean, he is like 17, isn't he?
Yeah, that's
I'm
enough for
sure.
fantasy.
She slides a tankard, like just gently, like throws it, basically rolling it across the table towards Ivar, who catches it with one hand. It's good to see you. Haven't seen you around in quite some time.
Traveled south.
I heard.
I didn't find anything.
Nothing. Let's out a big sigh, because I don't think that comes through the mic.
It came through a little bit.
Okay. Well, that is unfortunate, but hey, at least you made some friends. That's a new for you.
I've got one or two already.
That you do. That you do.
I came across some information that she may have headed back north. You haven't seen anything?
No, can't say I have. Kieran was also on the lookout. I
Have you heard from him?
have not heard from him in a while, no, unfortunately. Yes, it's good to see you. I assume you want a room or even two?
2 rooms would do us. Do you have room in the basement? We have another friend who needs to stay down low.
Fuck, I forgot about him. He's in the tavern too, guys.
It's okay. We just assumed.
So we would have thrown a hood or something on him as well, because I imagine that wouldn't be super uncommon.
No.
No, not at all. I literally can't copy the image for some reason.
I'm scared he's going to put the old woman with a beard on the screen.
What if I just print? If I print screen it, it's not going to work either. That's going to be a
He's
white fucking
disguised as an
square.
old lady. With a
That's
beard.
awful. All right, give me a second.
On Mississippi. Time's up.
All right, Drachma is going to take a percentile worth of damage.
I was waiting for that. I knew it was gonna happen.
Hang on, just let me. Nope. Nope. Where are tokens? Session 9? No, that was back in fucking.
Do you want me to draw a stick man? That can be him.
That's right, I'll find him. Oh, he's here somewhere.
Like a massive, like, mismatch.
You know what? For the sake of it, we use Oren. Because that kid's dead.
Oh, jeez. He looks enough like a halfling.
He is a child. A very squished child.
So he was
Yeah.
was a child.
He was a child, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get a tip for him.
Alright, you've asked for. What did you ask for? Space in the basement?
Space in the basement for him.
Well, that can be arranged. Yes, we can keep him there. You know the place. Feel free to help yourself. Now, for you lot, it'll be 10 gold pieces a night. As she leans over like the counter and just like almost pushes her breasts up at you and just like winks.
Ah,
Savvy businesswoman as ever.
That I am, Ivar. You know me. Now, if there is anything I can do for you, food, drink, company, if you the girls, don't mind still working,
Do you
feel free to
have
let me know.
cheese?
Was not expecting that offer.
Well, you know what she does. She, helps some of those girls out of
She's a businesswoman.
shitty situations. But
I'm
you know,
gonna
some of them
lead
stick
while
around.
she's talking to these fellas. I'm gonna lead the halfling down into the basement and find him some
All
lodging.
right, down into the basement. So just for the basement is right underneath. Where is the basement? The basement's right underneath the actual artwork.
Oh yeah,
Where is the halfling? The halfling's apparently sitting at a table.
definitely a place for him to sleep down there.
So you
Oh.
guys know, you do know there is a hidden compartment behind this thing. May has showed you. You take him in, throw him on some fur coats, everything else. It's all right if I stay here. Shouldn't I get going?
It's late. We need a contact.
They're looking for me.
You'll be safe here for now. We need to contact the Law Master. Arrange your
Okay.
passage out of here.
If you're sure.
I am.
All right. How do I contact you? How do I go to the toilet?
you see that vent?
Is there a bucket in this room or something? I'm
we'll
assuming
say
May will check
sure.
on him eventually.
Yeah, May will let him out. Yeah, you'll let him out eventually, sure.
May will look after you.
Why are you measuring?
Because I'm
Who's-
trying to see where that ladder goes.
Yeah, I was just thinking
Don't.
that myself as well.
Don't.
It's separate. It's a separate map from this.
You sure?
That much
They
is
look pretty
obvious.
connected.
They are connected, but don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
Okay.
Because that is metagaming. Stop being a metagaming piece of shit, or I will roll the percentile dice.
I wasn't
was
trying metagame.
scary.
That was just pure curiosity.
I know, but if you know where it comes out, that may influence your decision making.
It wouldn't.
I'd know where it goes out, wouldn't I?
You would know where it goes out, yes.
Yes, but I'm not
So,
gonna tell them.
for
that.
your knowledge, it comes out here.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
The hidden bookshelf.
Yeah.
Or piano. I think it's a bookshelf. But
Yep.
yes.
I'll come back out.
Alright, you've left those
Halfling
and go
settling
down.
in nicely.
Yep. He, was shivering up against a corner.
It's alright. Bit of honeyed words.
Did that echo up the stairs?
No, not quite, no.
I was gonna say, I hope the other guests don't
Definitely
hear
was
that.
trying to, yes.
He's a bit skittish. Keep that in mind.
I do know who that is. City's been alerting everybody as to watch out for a certain person. Can't guarantee the silence of everybody in here now that you've just barged in through, but with the hood on, you should be fine.
I'm sure your clientele is just as shifty as usual.
Well, you know me. The nighttime clientele will come in as they please. Now, are you looking for work then? Or...
We will be. But we will need to deal with the halfling first.
Alright, and you're dealing with him exactly how?
We'll contact our employer shortly.
I see.
Get him-
Ah,
I think our best bet is to get him onto his ship and out of Marindor.
well, I do still have some of my old contacts if you need.
That'd be much appreciated.
Happy to help you.
Now the others pay up.
Now, if you are interested in work, I could use some help. Myself,
What do you need?
Well, how much do you trust this lot?
I've told them a fair amount already.
All right then.
If you like, I'll
Well-
regale you with a story. When we have time afterwards. I'm sure you'd be more than interested.
That I would. You don't often have company. All right. Well, if you'd follow me, I'll get one of the girls to watch the bar. I'll take you boys into the. I guess it's kind of just a dining room.
This big, like,
Yeah,
Cool,
you
bro,
guys are
yeah.
going in there. She's gonna like interlock arms with Ivar and walk him down. Whoop whoop whoop, and she's gonna take the head seat. Next door, there is a band playing, people cheering, drinking loudly, barmaids walking about. All right. Well, if you trust these folk, I'm going to need all of your names.
I'm gonna give her a brief rundown of what's happened so far.
And you didn't find who killed that farmer?
We assume it was the druid. She got away.
Cassian's gonna just tap the table. I might have a little bit more information on that. I've managed to get in touch with some of my contacts who know the druid as well. From what I understand, the farmer was a spy. Had contacts in some of the other states and was fishing for information and found something. I couldn't risk the information getting out, so she killed him.
May is going to insight check you. Because she is very distrustful. And she is going to nod along, believing you are telling the truth.
That's
I'm gonna whisper to Ivar.
that, as far as I know, is the truth. That's the story I was told.
I know, that's why she rolled really well. But basically, she's judging you on your mannerisms as you're speaking, and believes you to be telling the truth. The other three have no idea, unless they would like to also,
No, as far as we know, he knows the most about the druid. We
There you
gathered
go.
that he knew too much to begin with.
that you
Oh, I told you up front anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just lean over to Ivar and whisper, how trustworthy is she?
Roll a deception. Not deception. What would be? Hang on, let me look at the rolls.
Sleight of hand?
I would say sleight of hand, yeah, but that's kind of. I would say sleight of hand, yeah.
Okay.
You know what?
that
No,
is-
it probably is deception. It is deception.
Okay. Lowers it by 1, but anyway, that's a dirty 20.
She rolled
Probably
quite
better.
well. A natural
Oh.
18.
And,
Plus proficiencies.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to get a character sheet up. This is why I made a character sheet.
Yeah, she's not
assuming
gonna get
she's
away with
quite
that.
charismatic.
This is actually more perception, but yeah, she has a 21. So she hears you. She sort of gives you a side eye, mostly looking at Ivar and just sort of like, plays dumb.
I've known her for a long time. She's trustworthy.
He kept trying to sleep with me. She just winks at Ivar.
Yeah, he seems like the type.
You also shouldn't believe a word she says.
Come now, I'm just having a little bit of fun. It's good to see you, Ivar, truly.
Likewise.
She places her hands Both elbows on the table and grasps her hands together, fingers interlocking, her smile dying down. There's been some trouble in Caerwyn recently. You would know the gang, Ivar, the Seven Fingers.
I'm familiar.
Has Cassian heard of this?
Yes. You could roll a history check.
12.
Well, ooh, no, probably not with a 12. Well, they've been causing some trouble for a couple of the businesses here in town, and a lot of the businesses have folded under their pressure. They've started demanding some things of me. They want some of my contacts, some of my revenue, and they want access to my basement for a lair of tunnels they're building beneath the city. I'm not exactly thrilled about it, but I can't keep fighting them off for too long.
You want them put out of commission?
That would be nice, or, scare them a bit. Just let them know the Dutchman's heart is none of their concern.
We can do that. I owe you more than enough.
Ah, you owe me nothing. You'll want to speak to Sibylla. She's the leader of the Seven Fingers. Don't know much about her. She's an elderly lady. Apparently, she has 2 extra thumbs and a left hand. Funny that, the Seven Fingers. Very unassuming, but apparently this is the work she does. Hey, I'm not one to judge. She resides deep within their lair. I've heard rumors. As you know, Ivar, I do like my information. And I've been trying to get information on the Seven Fingers for quite some time now. I think your best way in is probably through one of these shops that they've given access to.
The tunnel
That they've
network.
got access to. Sorry?
Their tunnel network.
The tunnel network. Yes, you'll need access to their tunnel network. There's a shop in Bargain's Hollow. Adelforth's Arcwyn. So that was Adelforth's. Adelfurth. Arcwyn. Adelforth's Arcwyn. It's a magic item shop in the center of town. Adelforth's out of town on business for a week or two. He's gone up to Whitemore seeking items of seeking wares. You could. My information has recommended to me that is the best option available to entering the tunnel network. But
Let's pick it up.
it is also quite risky. I don't really know what to seek, what awaits down there. I don't know who. They're quite a vast network. And I can't really offer any assistance either. You don't have to take this job, Ivar. I could always hire someone or give in.
I'll take it. It's not like you to give in to begin with.
Tension sort of slumps out of her shoulders as she looks towards you, a genuine smile on her face rather than a smirk. Thank you, Ivar, truly. And the rest of you. I appreciate it.
That's alright. If he trusts you, I guess we have
But what?
Yeah, I was gonna say he just fucking died. Well, as long as you're in town, room and food, anything you want, drink, it's all on me.
It's mighty generous.
You're most
I thought
welcome.
you'd make them pay.
Not when you're doing such a big job for me.
We'll be right. I'm good at scaring people.
You? Scary? You're a big old fuzzball.
Hey, you don't know the half of
So
it.
she sort of punches you in the shoulder, Chase. Or Ivar.
Oh, I just regaled her a tale, so she definitely knows I'm a fuzzball now.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm saying that to Jeremy. We'll sort out the
You want
halfling.
lots of honey with your breakfast then, Ivar?
God damn it.
Not gonna go scratching down my trees, are you?
Get him a red shirt as well.
You can always stay out in the stables.
He might eat the horses.
I'll be fine. I have no real response. She stumped me.
She sort of gives you a playful smile and says, "Yes, sir. Up to you when you want to do the job, but nighttime is probably your best option. If you want to get settled in town for a few nights, that's fine, but you could always give it a look now."
We'll need to deal with the halfling first.
I had forgotten about him. I'll make sure to bring him some food, drink to calm his nerves, and make sure he's comfortable down there.
You may want to bring him down a spare change of clothes. May have soiled himself by now.
Did Ivar tell her about the chains on his wrists? Just before.
No.
I'm
Oh,
not-
actually, that's a
I'm
good
asking
question.
Chase.
Yeah.
I haven't mentioned it just yet.
Yeah. Hey, well, we might need tomorrow anyway. Get him out of town. Need to get some our objectives sorted out. There's no point us running around.
It's no worries then.
Blindly.
All right. Well, I'll bring you any food, any drink you like. Please enjoy your evening. Let me know if you want any of my contacts to help get your friend out of town.
We will do.
All right, and then she sort of gives you a nod, grasps Ivar's shoulder, and just like nudges him slightly, and then looks out of the room. Goes back behind the bar and starts serving.
I was going to say to her that we needed to speak.
Oh. All right, she comes back around as she's leaving. You say that?
Yeah, I do. We need to talk.
She turns back around. How serious is your face right now? How much information is she able to gleam out of you?
Serious look on my face, yes.
Alright, you're quite serious. And here I thought that's what we'd just been doing. Alright. Alone, I assume?
Yes.
Okay. Meet me in my chambers in 5 minutes.
Jeremy's giggling like a child.
That's not me
And to the
giggling.
rest of you, yes, that does mean we will be having sex. And then she turns and walks out of the room.
That was me.
Also, that wasn't me giggling.
I thought it was you.
I heard someone giggling and it did sound like Jeremy for a split second.
Honestly, I thought it was Jeremy as well.
Yeah, I was like, that sounds like
I
Jess.
thought it was
I
Caleb.
should have just
to be
stayed
honest.
silent and been like, hey, no, that wasn't me.
But yes, I agree. These two definitely fucked.
Oh, surely.
It's not something I had written.
Alright, so Ivar meets May up there, and it fades to black. You three go about your evening, drinking, eating cheese.
Yeah, let's go to the table.
You don't want to go listen to music?
That room feels very empty.
Well,
That's because somebody didn't finish generating me images.
Just,
Alright, you guys go. You can just sit at this table and have private conversation.
Yeah, let's just sit at this table. Big table. I'm gonna sit down here.
I need
That
to
doesn't feel
discuss.
right. You have to be out in the
Do we?
area.
Alright,
No.
do I need to drag him away or will you guys be silent?
Okay.
it depends. Do you want to drag him away and we'll interrogate Orion?
I mean, yeah, we can do that if you like.
It just means you won't know.
This
what's
is
going
case is
on.
recording, so this will get recorded.
Yes. And then the other thing I'm not going to be able to hear.
That's alright, you can always watch it back on the VOD.
Yeah.
Alright.
We're interrogating.
Well, Cassian's ready.
Okay, I'll sit here and eat cheese.
Before we go and see Evangeline, I need to know if there's anything else you know about this deity of yours before I get my sister involved.
I don't know awfully too much. Like I said, I got at least the start of what I think is her name. I've heard her voice before. She seems to like enjoying laughing at me, so I'm not sure if that's good or bad. And it might make a little more sense now, but I think because you mentioned something about her uncle being somehow connected to me.
Assume she didn't mention a
don't-
name.
She didn't mention a name, no. She's hasn't given me too much information so far.
That's fucking troublesome. Who the fuck ever heard of a cleric whose god keeps them hidden from them? Doesn't make any fucking sense.
I can agree with that. Would be helpful if I at least knew who has been helping me this whole time.
I suppose the other troublesome thing is you didn't make any agreements or swear any oaths. It's all just started one day, yeah?
don't think I made any agreements. At least none that I clearly remember.
That therein lies a problem. I suppose it's the only concern we have here is your goddess, I suppose. Hasn't told you who she is. But you didn't swear any oaths to her, so we've got no idea what this connection is, how it started, or even what the fuck she wants.
I can't be 100%, but she doesn't seem to have any bad intentions so far.
I mean, she hasn't killed us yet, so... doesn't mean
And
though,
she,
that she's not biding her time.
yeah, but she's given me the power to save and survive up until now.
This is true. It still doesn't make sense why she won't tell you who she is. Fucking anomaly.
I'm starting to think she's just playing with me. She seems to be enjoying herself, at least. Not as much as Ivar is up there.
You may be right about that. Just doesn't add up. A lot of the gods, from what I've read, they enjoy nothing more than people knowing who they are. They want their name on everything. Of course, there are exceptions, but...
Do you have any idea why they wouldn't want to just straight up give me their name?
Nothing good, let's put it that way.
Ah. I'll keep an eye out then.
Any luck, Evangela might be able to see something that helps you. At the very least, she might be able to give us a direction to follow. A location.
Hopefully whatever she gives me is good for us and not gonna cause more trouble.
I think at this point any information is good. Even if it leads us to the possibility that your goddess is not exactly a good goddess. At least we'll have some understanding of who or what she is. Because at the moment we don't know anything.
Yeah.
Drachmir, you're a paladin
Yep.
as well, yeah?
Yeah.
You never speak about your deity.
That's a very good question. I'm not actually sure how much information I have on that. Maybe 1 second.
Wasn't expecting that, were ya?
No, it's rude.
I saw an opportunity. Yeah.
I think it's just nature. That's it doesn't have to be deity, does it?
You've sworn an oath. Whether or not you know what your deity is, I suppose, is up to you in a discussion you may or may not have had with Caleb.
Yeah,
I don't remember, do paladins need a deity?
Mechanically, no. From a character and backstory, it is helpful as a divine, well, not divine, like a holy person to know who or what you worship. But mechanically, no, you just have to know what sort of oath you swore. Who you swore it to is not really important.
Okay.
Unless
I know
you
is,
want the role
sworn to
play.
nature. I don't really have a deity.
Sworn to nature in what way? Like, what's the specific, like, not necessarily specifics, but what's your oath? What's your beliefs?
just so. Don't know how to respond to these questions.
If you go on a D&D Beyond and look up your oath, right up the top of the subclass, it should have like a list of basic tenets. You could use that as a springboard. Yeah.
Yep. I don't like being put on the spot.
I ran out of questions to ask Ivas. It was time to interrogate
You mean
Drachmir
Orion.
because the party knows each other very well, but nobody knows jack shit about Drachmir.
Drachmir knows that much about Drachmir.
Yeah, so Drachmir's learning. It's a good experience.
Oh, I don't know about good. I don't even know how to reword these into Drachmir, if that meant, to be honest. Ah, look at that. Perfect timing.
No. You're still going to answer this question.
No, damn it.
What's the question?
Well, I finished interrogating Orion, so we started talking to Drachmir, and Caleb spent the last 5 minutes trying to look up his subclass and the tenets of his oath to figure out how to fucking tell us about himself.
Which is still undecided.
Wait, sorry. Why does Orion look like he's fucking got Albert Einstein hair right now?
What?
Put down. He's sat himself properly at the table.
It looks like his hair's got all staticky around him. What did you interrogate Orion about?
Oh, well, considering I've offered him the help of my sister, I grilled him for any information he may or may have withheld about his deity, just to ensure that I'm not getting my sister involved in a shit show.
Fair enough. What did he say?
But basically everything you've told him above board. That he knows jack shit other than, she laughs at him, she likes to make fun of him, she mentioned something about an uncle, but Orion doesn't know anything about that.
Yeah, to be fair, he doesn't like making fun of Orion.
I said that it might make more sense now that I know that I'm Angel.
And then it went quiet. Then it went quiet, so I flipped it on Drachmir to try and get to know him because the party doesn't know Drachmir, like at all.
I like it that way.
Drachmir tries his
I
best
like it
to
that way.
avoid.
That's the way I like it.
All right. Okay.
I
So
like
I'm
it.
gonna shut up and let Drachmir do some talking.
Oh, good God, no, please, no, please, no.
You know what? I'm gonna eat some chips.
Oh. Repeat your question.
Yeah, so yeah.
I remember the question, but just repeat it. Yeah.
In what way do you say you're sworn to nature? Like, what's your beliefs? What's your tenets, I suppose?
On the whole, protect the weak, the innocent, those who can't protect themselves.
Oh, I bet you're asking him this before we give him a custom oath.
Yeah. Well, look,
Just say whatever Drachmir believes, man, and we'll make it happen.
that's what I did.
He protects the weak.
It's noble enough, I suppose.
Did I miss anything?
You're just trying to clarify what everyone's goals are.
Just so you guys are aware, Ivar walks back into the room very disheveled. His shirt is like rumpled, and his hair is a mess.
I give him thumbs up.
And the tongue up there?
I was like, as Cassian was speaking, he just like stops mid-sentence and is like, "Look like you enjoyed yourself."
We had a thorough sorry. We had a thorough conversation.
Hey, I can see
Yeah,
that.
I bet.
Very thorough.
As I said, don't trust a word that woman says.
Roll persuasion. With disadvantage.
I mean, you do look like you have just been thoroughly fucked.
Yeah. You said with disadvantage, right?
What'd you roll?
And that one.
Yeah.
So we
They
know
do
you
not
fuck.
believe that you were just talking at all.
Well, yeah, we're just clarifying that Orion really does know fucking nothing about his deity. And, I think we've just heard more from Drachmir than we've heard in the last fucking couple months we've known him.
I give a nod.
Color me interested. What is the lizard steel to begin with?
You want to tell him, Drachmir?
Oh, good heavens.
It's good for Drachmir. He should tell us.
Protect the weak, protect the innocent, eat cheese, find mushrooms.
Nothing about your overarching goal as a character?
That's got nothing to do with me as a paladin!
You missed it. Like, when I did it, it was hilarious. Like, he just sat there quietly while Orion and Cassian talked, and then I just went quiet for like 30 seconds, just out of the blue. I'm just like, so Drachmir, what's the go with you? And he just shuts down like, oh fuck. I gave him no warning. I just turned on him.
Surely you have something to say, Drachmir. We found you in the woods. You don't even know what money was.
Look. I was taught things, and I wasn't taught other things.
Yeah.
I had no control over what I was taught and not taught.
Mentioned earlier that you had a mentor. What exactly was she a mentor in?
How much do Caleb? How much do I remember specifically? Like I remember.
About your mentor, like all of it.
I meant the beginning.
About the beginning. You remember hiding in closet?
Yeah.
Bye bye. Oh look, pretty lady who looks like an animal.
Yeah. She found me, and she's looked after me in the wild ever since. Until obviously I met you lot, just about.
You separated from her?
She disappeared. I went looking for her, and then wound up
A
in
lot.
whatever the forest was.
Sorry, I've just realized. Drachmir had somebody disappeared. Orion's brother disappeared. Chase obviously disappeared.
Disappearance.
You guys got a lot of searching to do.
Cassian knows where his
Yeah.
people
Why is
are.
everyone disappearing?
In fairness, my character was made before, but the both of yours.
Cassian
Yeah, true.
knows where his
I
people
also-
are.
You say that, but I was very tempted to make it so when you rocked up to Evangeline's house, she wasn't there.
Oh my
Yeah, but
god.
that's not.
searching.
But that's not me saying, "Hey, my backstory is I don't know where the fuck everyone is."
Yeah, true. I know. Yeah. All right. What would you guys like to do? You gonna keep talking? You want to go to bed?
We need to contact the Lawmaster.
You do. Yes.
I'm
It is
gonna-
about midnight, by the way, right now.
I'm gonna pull out the parchment. The scroll.
Alright.
How does this be used?
You write in it, and it appears on the other end.
I'll write in it
Like I said in stone, but
that we have arrived in Caerwyn.
Cool. You've written in it. Yep. All you hear from the other end is honk, she, honk, she.
yeah, I would have figured.
We'll have to wait for a response, won't we?
You will have to wait for a response, yes. So you're up. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves even more, or you can, all thoroughly intoxicated, climb into a bedroom and sleep. You already know which bedroom Ivar's headed to, so.
The one he just
Could
came
get
Oh,
for
from.
Ryan.
Ryan's gonna be by himself?
Oh, we
Aw,
can
poor
hire Ryan some company.
Hey, I like that idea.
That,
Ryan doesn't get to choose. We choose for
just
him.
be very careful because you might land one of these poor workers in jail. Fucking a minor.
I don't think Orion would even speak of it, would he?
All right. You guys will say you have these 2 bedrooms. I think some of the rooms there were stuff planned, but that's all right. We'll say you have these 2 rooms for now.
Yep.
May's room is obviously this one. You have these 2. You guys head to sleep for the night. Having learnt more about each other, yourselves, and, you know, having a very good evening, getting very drunk. You have arrived safely in Caerwyn. Please complete a long rest.
I eat some cheese before I go to bed.
I finally have smells again.
You eat some cheese. I wouldn't be so sure, Ryan.
Oh, no, not.
Is he gonna wake up flying, like, on the ceiling?
He's gonna wake up and
No.
Dear Man's gonna be right there.
Orion, as your eyes shut for the evening,
Oh, he's gonna choke into the other
the
corner.
world begins to spin.
Not again.
As in front of you, the form of Caedithas Maldant
Oh, damn it.
in the woods, right where you left him.
You fucked.
He's like a warlock. Not a
Holy moly! That change in music was,
The tone shifted so quickly.
yeah. What did you say, Caleb?
He's like a warlock, but not a warlock.
He is a warlock, yes. He is very much a warlock. Would you like to change calls again, Mr. Orion, or are you happy to do it here?
Fine to do it here if you are.
Alright. Let me just look.
Oh, just
at a
take him to
couple
the
of his
other call so
abilities.
he's forced to roleplay it.
He's
Yes,
gonna
yes,
roleplay it no
yes,
matter
yes.
what.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what? Why wouldn't I be role playing it?
No, rather just me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Clear. Just so we're clear.
Where is his? Hang on, let me look. He's got. Alright. So he appears in front of you as soon as you close your eyes in the forest. He stares at you. Welcome back.
Oh,
I believe we were interrupted.
indeed.
Roll me a perception check.
Oh no.
Beetles, cicadas, mosquitoes, and flies begin to circle around the edge of his wooden staff. Floating around him, engulfing his torso, the purple gemstone embedded in his forehead pops out and begins to encircle his head.
I really hope seeing things with this guy's not a bad thing, because that's a 25.
A 25. His feet are not touching the ground. He is floating there in front of you. Ornaments on his antlers chime and swing back and forth hypnotically. The cicadas, beetles, all move in uniform patterns. This is a little bit too intense.
He's very intense. It's setting a good tone for it.
I think it fits.
There's a good atmosphere.
A little bit too intense for me.
Yes.
All move in uniform patterns, lulling your body into a further sleep. You will now have disadvantage
Oh.
on any saving throws.
Oh. Okay.
His eyes, an inky void,
Not
just
again.
like they were when he first sent you to sleep. I enjoyed my discussion with your god, boy.
Did you?
Yes, I did. He just tilts his head to the left slightly.
What did you guys talk about?
Oh, we just caught up a little bit.
And how do you guys know each other?
Oh, we've exchanged blows.
Okay.
Many a year ago. Now,
Sure.
you're searching for somebody, boy.
Indeed. How do you know that?
I see. Straight through you.
Unfortunately, so does a lot of other people.
The world around you begins to shift, twist, a pattern of colors. Do you mind? Can you not send gifts in the middle of me explaining things?
What's wrong?
That is not what he looks like.
Yeah, but that's what he sounds like. He sounds like a Vortigaunt. Every time you talk, like all I can think of is the Eli Vance.
A twisting pattern of colors weaves through the air, engulfing you in a 30-foot cube of basically spinning spirals of color that seem to go on endlessly. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please, with disadvantage.
Oh man. So I did. What's that? 12.
Well, you very much fail.
Yeah.
The colors
5.
begin to spiral, tornado around you. You at the center. Your wings pop out of your back. And you begin to float, rising up to the level he is, off the ground, as the colors spiral, spin, and twirl around you. Before they stop, and for a brief second everything is still, before they explode out. And you are teleported with Mr. Cadithas. Roughly 300 feet in the air.
Okay.
Let's say, you're very new to your wings.
Yeah.
I would please like you just to roll a general intelligence check.
That's my weakness. Hopefully that's good enough. That's a 12.
A 12 is fine. Your wings flap on your back and they keep you airborne.
Good to know.
Look down, boy.
I'm not sure if I want to. We seem to be pretty high.
See him.
See him? I'll look straight down.
Roll me a perception check, please.
That's another 25.
All right. Underneath you, 300 feet is the desert.
The desert.
Sands is a desert. Dried sand for miles to see. The only thing that draws your attention is a small fire, a rather small childlike woman speaking to your brother.
What does she look like? Just
Ooh. You know what? You did roll quite high. So how to describe? I'll say you rolled a 25. You've got pretty good hair. Pretty good eyes. She has black hair that frames her face in ringlets. Warm brown eyes, but where the pupil of her eyes are sits a gentle flame.
okay.
That is all you can see.
Where are we? Where did you bring me?
Look around, boy. Where do you think we are? We're still in Arcwyn. I've brought you to your brother. He holds out his hand, clenches his fist, and the world begins to shake around you.
Oh.
What would you like to do?
I guess I'll just look around, dotting around, seeing the world shake around me. I don't think there's much I can do.
You could have yelled out. You could have, you could have done some stuff. There's stuff you definitely could have tried. But that's all right. The world around you implodes.
Oh.
As you very much, you do recognize that those deserts were obviously in Arcwyn.
Yeah.
And you're brought back to your room in a cold sweat. As you wake up, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. Still with disadvantage?
For now, no.
Oh, okay.
Not anymore.
That's not great anyway. 18.
18, yeah. You fail.
Yeah.
So you do not get a long rest.
Oh.
The sun is shining through your window. You have just awoken.
So he's got no slots.
You
still.
do remember everything that just occurred.
Okay. I hope there is no battle coming up.
You're gonna be kinda useless. Bad night.
Yeah, you can say that again. I think I just met the furball guy again.
What do you have to say this time?
As far as I can tell, he just showed me where my brother was. I can't tell if it was just an illusion or if that's truly where he is now.
Where?
He was in the desert. And
That's quite far north.
Yeah. That's
It's the
on
other
the
side of
other
Arcwyn.
side. Yeah. And he seemed to be with some girl I didn't recognize.
Some girl.
Yeah, something about her just seemed off? Strange? Strange
Oh.
might be the closer word.
The word
How
you're
so?
looking for is powerful.
Strange and powerful. She had black hair, and the most catching thing about her is she looked like she had a fire in her eyes.
Sorry, I probably didn't explain this well enough. You saw her eyes because she looked straight up and looked directly at you.
She saw me!
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, that's terrifying.
Black hair and
was-
fiery eyes is what Kane
Yeah.
just said.
Yes.
Yes.
Can't say I've ever heard of someone like that.
Yeah. It's a first for me, too. You said it's just dawn now, didn't you?
Yes.
Said there'd be light coming through.
There is light coming through. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh no.
Your sleep was anything but restful.
And my roll seconds that. That's a 5.
Yeah, you now have a point of exhaustion.
We're not going into battle, guys.
You think we have
You
much
don't know that.
If I see battle, I'm running. There's nothing else I can do. Hey, stop it.
Mason to death.
All right, what would you guys like to do?
He does talk like that though. He sounds like a Vortigaunt.
Waking up in the morning, Cassian's gonna find a slice of leftover cheese or something from dinner, and just like you would to a child, just like smack it onto Drachmir's face to wake him up.
I immediately.
So you're basically saying, Cassian, voop, voop, voop.
I mean, I imagine
Walks
Drachmir
into the
probably.
kitchen.
I imagine Drachmir has a stash of cheese up here. He always seems.
No,
to
he
have-
would have eaten it all.
Yeah, he would have.
Yeah, probably.
He's a chipmunk.
He can't hold back.
But you know he wish he could.
All right, I will give you guys an option. We can end,
Hmm.
or we can keep going.
I do not mind either way.
It is at a decent point to end. Probably all that will happen otherwise is more roleplay, but we can do that next session. I'm more than happy to do that.
Yeah, I don't
It is
know.
11. It is late.
I'm trying not to end here.
So do
I'm
we
happy
have
to end
the
here too.
time to like finish the next part to a reasonable degree?
You could always wait till next time.
Probably, but then it might be pushing 12.
Yeah.
So I reckon we're probably better off just to finish.
Save it till next time.
All right, no worries. We shall do that. Good natural 20 though, Kane. You got some useful information. You are scared shitless, and you have what appears to be an omniscient dreamwalker after you.
For better or for worse.
He's
Seems like a friendly guy.
Well, he does, doesn't he? Like
Yeah,
he's not done anything wrong.
He
I've heard
doesn't,
good things.
he doesn't seem friendly,
be
but
fun.
he did offer to help Ivar, so we like him.
Yeah.
You have to question
What do you-
why he wants to help Ivar.
Yeah. And then there's
Why would
Also
you
the fact-
questioning leads to bad places?
what does he want from it as well?
All these questions are very good questions.
Questioning-
Unfortunately, that's all we have time for this week, so we are going to end right here. I am going to quickly just run downstairs and grab a drink because my throat is killing me after doing that, boys. So I'll be back in like 5 minutes if you guys are still on. Otherwise, thank you very much for playing. I hope you enjoyed the session. It was very roleplay heavy.
Yep.
But, you know, we needed a roleplay session. The last couple have been very combat heavy.
And
So
we got Dracmir involved.
you got Dracmir involved.
Yeah.
It's good to have you involved, Caelan. Was. All right, I will be back shortly. I need a drink.
Righto.
Thank you to anyone who did watch or will watch in the future.